Hey, welcome to the Real Talk Show. This, the relaunch we have in online. I want to invite everybody to share the stream, to interact. Y'all gonna be see some familiar faces. I know y'all remember my face. Hopefully, my name is Kyle Joseph. It's been a little while. We've been on the stream, but now we have Unika around in the house with us. I don't know if you know.
As usual, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is not a new face, but we have some new faces.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, good night, everyone. I'm real happy to be back. Real excited.
Yeah,
Kyle,
excited.
yeah,
Oh,
to be
okay,
back.
okay. And then all you know is no longer Miss Ned, right? Sorry, it's no longer Adele.
Mr.
Is
I was married on.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah, it's
was.
true, it's
She
true,
was.
it's true,
Yeah,
I've
she was.
been married.
we have Ava in the house.
Hi, good night, guys. It's so good to be back here with all of you. We want to encourage you all to obviously share the stream, the
The
stream,
stream.
the stream. Make sure and comment. We want to hear from you. We're really excited to be back here with you. Sorry, Kyle got married, as we all know, and basically Real Talk just shut down. Everything shut down because Kyle
Wow.
got married. Because when you're that big, that's what happens when you get married. So it's really good to be back.
It's
Um,
true. I gained a lot of weight
yeah, we
at
both
that
did.
big. But anyhow,
But
Oh,
so
shit.
it's all that comes to the territory, right? So
Ava,
yeah,
I
it's
like your
really
room.
awesome.
I like your room. It looks so cozy.
Oh yeah, thanks so much. I love it too. It's just like my happy place.
and then we had Jordan in the house. So you seen Jordan?
I'm good. Hi, everybody. It's so good to be here. I mean, I've been on Real Talk like once or twice, but it's good. It's exciting to be back. And yeah, we have an exciting segment tonight.
Okay. Jordan, before we start, right, I want to ask you like 3 questions, right? What would you say is your favorite, your hobby you do? Just to let people get to know you a little bit, Just asking, with something a hobby you like to do.
I like to do nails. I mean, I do nails as my job, but it's like a hobby because I love to do it.
That's all?
No. I like to do everything. Everything I have to do with beauty. Yeah, I'll say it's like my hobby because it's what I do most. Like makeup, hair, that kind of thing.
Okay, so and once upon a time you started a vlog or something, so?
Well, yeah, I used to do Oh, yeah. Yeah, I used to do YouTube. Well, okay, let me not say I used to do YouTube. I do YouTube, but I just haven't posted in a while. So,
And what that was about?
like, I just used to post vlogs, like my daily life, like
It's-
advice and stuff like that.
It stopped when you left New York.
No, when I came back from New York.
That when you came back from New York, that's when it started?
No, that's when I kind of like slow down.
Well, that's what I mean when you left New York. It kind of,
Yeah.
ease up. Yeah? What's one other interesting thing about yourself you like to tell people?
Hmm. You put me on the spot. As you saying, what's more interesting? I like to laugh. Like I like to laugh, and I laugh at everything, like things that people do and stuff like that. I just love to laugh
Oh,
and
okay.
clown people sometimes.
Are you single?
Yes, I'm single.
No, because
Sorry.
everybody else on the panel married now.
Yeah, everybody married besides me. I'm single,
Okay.
but I'm the youngest here, so
What I don't mean anything. I mean, people get married young. Is Ravini younger than her?
yeah.
No.
No.
I really don't need age difference in her.
Vinny's like 26 now, 25.
Yeah, I thought she's like
26.
27 now.
Yeah.
And how old are you, Jordan?
I'm 23.
Three.
Oh, shucks. I thought you was 25 for some strange reason. I have
Wow.
no... Yeah? None. I don't mean she looking older. I just thought she was older than that,
Oh,
25 or something like that.
So we give away Vinny age
Yeah.
online.
Yeah,
And,
boy.
Oh, they don't even know her age.
Nobody knows who Ravini is.
True.
Oh,
But
okay.
still.
But anyhow, let me get
Okay, so-
started with the show. Tonight we have some interesting things. Everybody here after they bring in something juicy to the table. I want to put Unika on the spot because she's gonna be starting off us first. Well, whatever topic she wanna bring at hand for us. I don't know what it is. You haven't stored first because none of us know what it is she gonna talk about. So it'll be interesting for everybody here to see and interact with. So may I know if
Before
Unika you
we
wanna take
get
it?
to our topic,
Oh,
what
you
you
wanna talk
think
about
about the shark attack, boy?
But to be honest, I only see the videos after.
I was just hearing about it in the spa, and they were talking about how they had a shark in Tobago. But people was clowning it, like they was making
Yeah,
they was
boy. I
making
think
jokes,
people not
but this
taking
is
it
kind of
serious.
serious.
I mean, that's what Trinidadians do. Like, be real. That's what Trinidadians do. But I just find it real unfortunate. I mean, I just assume, and I don't know anything about the person, but imagine you leave wherever you from. You come here
for vacation.
for a little vacation. And your arm and leg and just gone.
Belly.
But-
And
but,
I just said
No,
this is
why I
belly.
find interesting, right?
I don't mean to stop here.
All
Ava.
these
Do you know
trainees.
the story? Because for people who
No,
listen, they might
honestly,
know.
I don't know. I don't know the details of it.
What's the
The
details
man
of the
was
story? Like
bathing
what?
in the sea, enjoying
In
himself,
Tobago.
and a shark
Tobago.
attacked him in Tobago.
Right.
That's
Which
it.
beach is
Okay.
right again? Is it turtle?
I
Your
think
mom was
some
looking
people
for a
say it's
turtle.
buku, but I don't know how true that is. You know, people just be talking when there's news. People just be talking.
Easy to find out.
Okay.
But my thing is, all these Trinis, all these Tobagonians, bathing in the same beach all the time, year round for years.
I've never been to that beach though.
This one man leave his country to come in Tobago to bathe, and you.
No,
a
but I
shark
find that
attack
weird
you?
though.
That's mad, man.
But I've never been to that beach before. The beach that they were talking about. And it's
If it is
Turtle Bay
Buku,
or
I think
something.
that's like the best beach in Tobago, in my opinion.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, if
I've
it
never
really is
been.
Buku, yeah.
Okay.
There's
I've
that
ever
beach
been.
is like the best. I
No, me.
find. I love it. I love Buku Beach, but yet it's very unfortunate.
Tell you where it was.
Yeah, people was making jokes and saying, boy.
That's not nice at all.
And
Though.
people was making
I
jokes
don't
like,
get why
man.
Trinidadians.
Oh, it's a British man.
Yeah, he's British.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
sustained serious injuries to his left arm, his left leg, and stomach. His name was Mr.
Wow.
Smith.
Wow.
That's not a fake name. There are a lot of British people with the name Smith. Where was it though? Off the
Koala-
shore of Kolan Bay. Yeah,
Not too sure what that is.
I hear some audio coming through on that side, right, guys?
Kolan Bay. Where is that?
It's a big shark.
10 meters off the shore of Kolan Bay.
Not too sure what that is.
Yeah,
I
I
know
don't know
there's
that.
some hotel named Grand Kolan. Or
Yeah,
something. I
so this
think,
is- Yeah.
but I'm not too
This
sure.
is Kolan Bay. That's where it happened. Some fingers were detached. Significant wounds.
I don't even know the
My
details like that. I just know it's a shark.
He needs extensive work. They said.
So you have sharks in Tobago now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that thing online, like I said, taking it for kicks, huh? Which is,
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is in the context what people do know online, yes?
But they said he's doing extremely well and he is recovering nicely.
Well, I think people making jokes because the man alive, he just get bite up.
That's not.
It don't matter.
That's not funny though. Like, John, John, were you one of the people online?
Guys saying people say call Richard from Richard because shark and all kind of different
Oh my
things.
gosh, I can't.
And he
deal
gonna
with
They
that.
wicked,
the
they
shark
wicked.
gonna get
Can't
cooked
deal.
up this evening and
They wicked.
They were,
they
they
were
were
making
just-
fun of the shark, I guess.
They were just waist high in water. They weren't deep. So the shark came
Yeah, the videos I
Close
saw,
to the
yeah, it was
shore.
close.
and their backs were turned and they just did turn around and they saw the shark coming when they turned around. That is like a horror.
Wow.
Yeah, it's, especially how they wasn't even any deep.
In the deep, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well,
That's
online,
very
all I don't
unfortunate.
know what going on. I'm sure it's how people who saw it and they commenting and different
Yeah,
things like that,
man.
right?
Trinidad, everything spreads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I hope, well, they said he's recovering nicely, so, you know, and for all the people that are making jokes about the gentleman, oh, let's stop it now.
Please.
Oh, gosh, boy.
I don't think
Well,
people
the
making
joke
jokes
is on
about
the
this
shark,
gentleman. It's
sorry.
about the shark.
Sorry, the joke is on the shark, but still, it's
It's
slightly
offensive.
insensitive.
People
Yeah.
hunting first. I saw the man saying that too. I saw the man say, find that shark and kill it.
It's slightly
Yeah.
insensitive.
I saw the man, you know, in all the pain you saying, I will find that shark and kill it. Yeah, yeah. Eat me, I go eat you.
Yeah.
But anyhow, yeah. You want to take it away, Monica?
Okay. Right, so disclaimer, this video is a little rough. It'll be a little rough for the ladies, not so much for the gentlemen. I'm sharing a video, and these are not my views. Let me just say that up front.
Uh-huh.
I agree partially with what the lady is saying.
Well, I can't wait to hear.
So, ladies, don't come after me. But there's some truth to what she is saying. I'm saying all this because it could be rough for the ladies to hear. But take it away.
So this on relationships or something?
This is on, yes, on
Oh, okay.
this
Well-
video. Well, when it comes, she'll explain
Oh, okay.
herself. So, yeah, here we go.
Let me know if I'll have another this, you there? Yeah, I hear that, yeah.
We see in the video too, right? Not just audio.
Yeah, we're supposed to be seeing the video. I don't know what happened in there. Guys, we all seen by the time it kind of biased, right? They talk about relationships and it's just one man and it's three women. So I'm looking forward to see if it is, you know.
This video is in the favor of men, as I told you.
Oh, it's in favor of men. I hear any audio still online, right, guys? Nice. I seen something coming up on the screen. I don't know if that is what, you know.
But I'm not seeing it on
Is it showing online itself?
online though. No, it's not.
All right, it should be online now.
Okay.
Lacey.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Hmm.
Could we pause it for a second there? Pause the video. Yeah, so just want to say, she said, never believe. I disagree, because you could never blanket and say, well, you can't believe any. She said she's been trained to never believe a woman's story. I disagree with that.
I
but-
disagree.
I didn't
Right.
fully hear it yet, but she meaning that just her side of the story alone, that what she meaning?
She said to never
No,
believe a
that's not what
woman's
she said.
story.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we had to send the audio separate. Yeah.
Well, I guess we could
Well,
discuss something in the meantime, because if they didn't hear, it makes no sense.
yeah, if they're not here, it make no
Yeah,
sense,
you know
right?
what we're talking about.
Yeah. If they're not here, it make
John,
no
you
sense.
have a video?
Well, I remember we hearing it, so I can't tell
Yeah.
if it hearing online. So I'll let me know online if you all hearing it.
I could just unmute my laptop
Why?
to see if it's playing. Because remember, I
Nah,
can-
but then we will get a loop inside there.
Well, I mean,
They-
just
they
to
would be
hear
watching
it,
But at least
just
just
for a
to
second.
hear.
Oh, okay.
Needs
They
you on
checking it on
Facebook?
their phone right now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
So you're hearing all that little voices in the background. That's
hear me?
that's
The
the guys
video?
in the back trying to
the video?
link we up. So
But
shout
the
out
master
David and
video-
Philip. Yeah. What you could do is just go on, like, add a screen and just add the screen and share the screen from the computer. You understand?
Yeah, but start it over though.
But that's if the audio come through from that too, right? Because the audio coming through from the next setup. If not, Unika will go share it from her laptop.
Oh.
You just join the stream and then share it.
Oh, share screen. Okay.
Like I always normally do.
Stream.
Oh, okay. If you want, guys, you could go to my stuff by the time, David. My man is
Wouldn't it be the same thing?
is reading.
Oh, his is an article, so
Huh?
we should just do that.
What get blocked? But just unblock the ad. Just go in your browser and use the. Yeah, take it off. Take off the ad blocker. If it's showing a block on
Let's
it.
put up your article.
That's what I'm saying, but they say
Yeah.
no, the ad blocker blocking it.
Oh,
Yeah, but my question is, what is online seeing right now? They're just seeing this.
Yeah, they're seeing us talking and everything right now, interacting. That's why they was telling you.
But they're not hearing us.
Yeah, they're hearing us. As the video they're not hearing.
What is the comment saying? Oh, I hear the audio. Though.
Maybe you could interact with some people by the
Yeah.
time
but
they.
we were always hearing it, huh?
Oh, everybody's saying they know.
So you can pop the article then. It doesn't block it. Okay, cool. And also too, you can put it up on Internet Explorer if you get in trouble in group. Okay, cool. But yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah, see, it started off rough though. I told you all that it was a little rough.
What was the first point she was making in the video though?
She said she was trained by her therapist. She's also a therapist, right?
Oh,
Or
she's
from
a
her,
therapist, so you see, first thing. Yeah.
counselor, and to never believe a woman's story when she comes for marriage counseling. To never believe her story. So I stopped it to say, I can't agree to say never. That's crazy, right? But certainly, when she goes on, she'll explain herself.
Right.
How, especially female therapists, tend to side with women, and the way they tell their story, it's so convincing and dramatic, and so that it's hard to not believe and not get sucked in to the story. That's where it was going. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why you think therapists, like, if it's a thing to yourself, right, or anybody here, why you think therapists would hardly believe a man?
Because the female therapist will probably think the man is the problem.
Okay.
It's a bias.
It is, but she wasn't saying that. She was
But
saying that
she's
the
the
woman,
opposite.
the woman always come. First of all, women always are the ones to initiate counseling. Very rare, for even in my
Yeah.
experience, I very rare that a man would be the one to say, "Hey, I need counseling." First, so that's first thing.
Right.
So it's always mostly the woman is the first contact, and her story is always it's his fault.
Right.
A woman will not come and say, "I given this man real trouble. We need help." It's he this, he that, right? No mention of her issues, kind of thing. And she's saying that women get sucked into that. The woman therapist especially gets sucked into that emotional thing that women try to put them on. And well, I mean, hopefully we get to listen to it. But she was saying that just how they manipulate their husbands, they manipulate the therapists.
But isn't that human nature, though, for somebody to always attempt to blame somebody else and not try to take it on themselves?
If
Yeah, but
I-
that is
Because even if it's a man, wouldn't a
believe.
man do the same thing?
I'll be honest with you, men are less.
I could understand
They are
less.
not. They don't act as much.
But in therapy, wouldn't a man too come out and say, "Well, she does this," and 'cause
Yes.
to me,
Would,
Yes.
would you say sometime to a man might be willing to he might say something and he just know he not, it don't matter?
What do you mean?
But man could lie too, though.
No,
Of-
like,
but
and-
of course,
Yeah, obviously
yes,
men will
men
lie, but
lie
I'm about
too.
like in general, like, issues will happen, and a man might come out and say, well, yeah, I find so bit, wherever wherever it is, it really matter to him, like, or a woman might try to do the emotional route, and he done to a place where, right, wherever I fed up here, the story
Right,
is where, you
yeah.
know, I could come out and clearly say,
She
yes,
wasn't
I have
saying
a problem.
That men don't lie, yeah, but she was saying that women dramatize it and they make the man into the super villain. And so she said, in her experience, when she meet the man, she's in shock that this is the man the woman was talking about, because the man is nothing like what and the woman described. And when she dig deep, you know, in her, because they know how to get to the roots, she's like, but this
It's
is
two
a
sides.
good guy.
Well,
this
okay,
is nothing wrong. You understand?
Yeah.
This guy is not what she's painting him to be. Oh, he never loved me. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. And when the therapist started question is like, but this man, he doing his best.
Yeah, but
Basically.
what if the man manipulating the therapist?
But this in this video, I mean, I'm not sure if they heard it online, but this woman, she used a strong word.
Yes.
She said she
Never.
never believe
Yeah,
a
She
woman.
said,
Yeah.
she said her advice
How are
is to
you
never
even-
believe a woman. I think she phrased it wrong.
Yeah.
I don't say, I think that's what she mean. I think she mean
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
How do you give somebody
No.
therapy if you don't believe anything coming out of their
Exactly.
No
mouth?
way.
How do
So
you-
I think what she meant to say is, don't believe what she says until you speak to the
The other side of the story, that's what I say.
Till
Yeah,
you
until
get
you hear
it.
the other
So
side
she
of the
didn't
story.
say, 'cause
She
that-
would just.
she could never
she
mean
herself,
that.
you know,
Definitely
help them.
not.
So
Yeah.
so before, you know, while we here, right? Is there any for your 50 years of being a pastor?
50 years.
Oh, this is when it come born.
She was born again.
You go ahead, Mr. Joseph. You go ahead. You go ahead, Mr. Joseph.
Have you ever encountered a story like that though?
Many times.
Like what? Like
Many
without giving
times.
all obviously people, right? Like what was something that's
No, let me start to call names.
what was something
Yeah, you
like
could.
you clearly in that situation was this woman
The
is in the
reason-
worst situation right now, and
Kyle, the reason why I use this video to share is because it has also been my experience. Not that the woman is totally lying. In her mind, she actually believes in some of what she's saying too, right?
Of course.
You understand? but she really interpreting things, the wrong way. It's a perception that she might have, and they over dramatize. So a man is not coming to talk to you, and it's all, and but the woman is like, his pain. She coming with this pain and all of this sorrow and deep, and emotion, a lot of emotion, and it's hard to not.
And it's true. Well, that's obvious too, because women are naturally more emotional than men, and more expressive than men.
And so it's hard not to be honest. To.
Would you say your husband not expressive?
I wouldn't say he's not, but I would probably express myself more than he does. But I wouldn't say he straight out, he don't express anything.
I think I'm expressive. You think your husband expressive?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay. I just find that's what track you on your word you say that men are expressive. I think men maybe express a little differently.
I didn't say they're not. Well, if I did say that, then I could.
They're not as expressive.
As
but I think men just as expressive, but
they don't use the emotions.
The type of way that women might express themselves.
So the man wouldn't necessarily cry. In some cases, he may if things real deep, right? Mm-hmm. But a man not gonna cry and not gonna dramatize. Remember, Karen always give a story about somebody who came home by us, a couple. Right, we were and he gave the story.
I remember that.
The woman ended up in the corner on the ground, curled up in a fetal position, crying, explaining the story. And the guy was just sitting down like this, right? And we were like hating on him. In my mind, I was hating on him. I was like, this beast. You watching this woman?
Say something else.
Yeah, boy, I was like waiting for. I was just waiting for you to see if you're the city word.
What's that?
So curl up in the corner.
No. I watching him and thinking, what a beast now that you watching your girlfriend curl up in the corner
and his
crying.
girlfriend.
It was his girlfriend they came for counseling.
Married people is come for counseling.
No, they weren't married. They were in a relationship long.
she make it seem like they came for counseling. Like
they were like in a relationship for 6 or 7 years or something like that. Right?
Okay.
And he sits in this is him. And this when I tell you, she was like all over, and he was like, and I watching him. I was like,
he probably so accustomed.
That's the point I was trying to get to. That men know what is so many times how to live it. So you come and express everything, but when you go home, you're going on. Especially if you say something that out of pocket or whatever, like maybe she find offensive, you're going to get through back in your face after. So sometimes it's just better to just sit down and say,
it's true.
Yep.
It's better sometimes you just sit down and say, abuse me, go ahead.
I understand what the woman say, but she just phrased her thing very
wrong.
harsh. People would lash back.
But when we talk to the guy in the situation, when we talk to him, you realize what time it is, right? Mm-hmm. Not saying he was perfect,
right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, ladies, forgive me, but women try to manipulate men with their emotions.
So you think she was trying to manipulate him there?
Oh, she was trying to.
That the whole situation, not just him.
She was trying to manipulate everybody.
She was trying to manipulate everybody in the room. She tried to get us to side with her and him to have pity.
Well, you were siding
for him,
initially, until we heard him.
Oh,
but what did he say? Probably don't work anymore. For him, he was probably like, well, here we go again. Like,
here we go again.
Just another day. Just another day in my life.
I think the first couple of times she did it, he probably did react, but then he got used to it.
Was it you and Kerwin?
Me and Kerwin, yeah.
What was his thoughts?
Kerwin?
Yeah, when he saw
that
happening.
Kerwin was just watching her too.
So he has a man ready play too.
Kerwin was just watching her like,
I know that.
What this woman doing?
That's my point I'm saying. As a man, really play and realize.
Nah, I wouldn't
think it's not so bad when you in a corner and roll up like a tulum. You understand?
You can't embarrass yourself in front of everybody, right?
Nobody laugh? Like
in my heart, I laugh.
Okay.
In my heart, but no way. It was people we were familiar with.
Right.
I don't,
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
right.
it was people we were familiar with.
So let's see when they go for counseling, the counselors will laugh at all. Yeah.
No,
but if they're doing them kind of thing.
In their heart.
No, I do it in my heart. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I get through the audio yet, guys. We have mine. I do up on my article by the time.
Let's go.
Alright, guys. So we will come back to Nika topic, which is we kind of jumping all over the place, but. Or you all want to finish with the Nika thing? I want to just tell us what the video is about, so we just close off the.
They're not gonna try.
Next one.
Go to the article. Let's say go to the article. Let's go.
I was saying.
Want that video.
So, guys, I just have a little something I wanted to bring up, and especially from these 3 women here, I would like their feedback on this conversation because, according to this woman who made these statements, it's interesting her view on her husband, right? So, you all might take a drop the article on the screen. Let me just see what is going on here. obviously, yeah, he had a plate up, you know. It's about, you all might know this guy, his name is Kaka, and he's
Footballer.
one of the most famous footballers. Once upon a time in the world, you know, he established, he played for Real Madrid, he played for AC Milan, he won Ballon d'Or, he's very successful, he's most likely a millionaire. Yeah, everything, you know, going for himself, he's a good looking fella, he handsome. But his wife divorced him, right?
Diana Kaka down there.
Yeah, scroll up. That is not
Sorry.
you don't know who's that?
No, yes.
You want scroll up?
Yeah, live, eh?
You know, say good looking us.
That's him?
So there's Kaka here, right?
Kaka.
And his wife, right?
I thought you
That's his
handsome.
ex-wife or his...
He's
Right,
better
right.
than that. He's
That's just a
better than
picture, you know what I mean?
That's
But anyhow, yeah, you can scroll along. Yeah, hold on here, let me say something. Go back up. I just want to see read from the title. The former Real Madrid Orlando City. In 2015, I was married, and my wife at the time decided she wanted to be didn't want to be married anymore, right? So you can scroll along a little bit.
His
Obviously,
wife's nice though.
Interesting. You look at him and see.
Right? He look like 12 years old.
Well, from since they're young, right? So it's our
Okay,
pictures from
Oh,
since
okay.
they, you know, he's a
And his
teenager.
wife pretty though, yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Let's scroll along. Go ahead. Hey, so the rest of the words, right? Her words were, I want to go back to, so there's Kaka telling his point of view, everything, right? Because she made a state, she came out and gave a statement about why the divorce, right? Now, obviously, this is not a current thing, right? He remarried, I think she remarried, this was over 10 years ago, this whole thing happened,
So
right?
why did it come up now recently?
I think he did a podcast and she did an interview.
Oh.
So, and the topic came up.
Okay.
Back then it wasn't, you know. But
we
as
can
you read
only
along,
believe-
Eh?
We can, based on Nika's previous segment, we could only believe what Kaka said. Because we can't believe everything he was-
well, you always say her words were, I want to go back to Brazil, I want to live there, and I don't want to be married anymore. So she just watched him and say, that's what she did. She basically started to talk to him about, right?
Right.
And he said, Kaka, and this is her words now, right? Hold on. He recommended a book. And he, because he wanted to save his marriage, right? And most Christians might know the book is it's fireproof with the prayer.
Yeah.
So he was reading. He was going through that time. He said, I did everything I could to prevent the divorce from happening because he was a Christian. He believed in marriage and different. And especially if you just watch man say I wanted to get divorced and go back Brazil, it would seem kind of weird. It's not like I have no real reason to get this divorce, right? So and he say, hear what she said, right? Kaka, this is her response to what initiate him to give a comment on it, right? He said, Kaka never betrayed me. He treated me well. He gave me a wonderful family, but I was not happy. Something was missing. The problem was he was too perfect for me.
What? Is there
So he
She's a
said,
red flag.
so he went on, he said, I stay single for a year and different things. He went to counseling. He went because as a Christian, he wanted to make sure, he don't want to get he doesn't get
Yeah,
divorced
okay,
for,
yeah.
that's
For
a valid
nothing,
reason.
yeah,
you know.
basically.
So he went through this whole phase and life happened. So my question to everybody listening and everybody online, first thing first, while you think about the situation, especially as women, I want you to be honest, right? She living, most likely a dream life in the context of
Yeah,
money
money,
and
yeah.
different things like that. And she was from Brazil. She may be living in Miami. Also too, when they would have been married, she would live in Italy. She live in Spain. She traveled. She do whatever. And she basically said the man was perfect. Good looking. He obviously he treat her well. It's clearly he was fighting to some degree to save the
keep the
marriage.
marriage,
So
yeah.
he trying, like how you say, women don't go to initiate it. Most likely he did
He
things
was
to,
the one
you remember he said he went to pastors. He initiate things to try and save
So
his marriage.
she recently said this.
Yeah,
Or
I
is
think
this when-
recently that's how everything sparked up all over the internet. So all over the internet right now, fellas
I do believe.
feeling like they are champions because it's like finally a woman came out and said the
100%.
truth.
Obviously, how somebody could be too perfect?
So Jordan think is she lying? They have some other reason behind it.
Yeah,
Okay.
she probably wants to do her.
But
like,
why would she say that? Because obviously she would look not smart.
That's making herself.
Why would you want to make yourself look
But she
bad?
probably rather make herself look bad than to admit maybe she cheated or she had some side man or something.
Well, obviously online, that's the
Well,
first thing every man saying, well, yeah, most likely she cheats. And,
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah,
just
she just want to do her own thing.
Well,
freely.
yeah. Well, obviously, my thing is obviously something wrong on her end because
Yeah.
if the woman could come out and publicly say he was too perfect, then
Yeah.
something wrong with
No
you
woman
somewhere.
is ever
Right?
come out and say I'm breaking up with you because you're
You
too
too
perfect.
perfect.
oh, they can remove the article off the screen now. But yeah,
Right.
do you all honestly think that it have some women who could sabotage your marriage? Though?
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
yeah. Some people more comfortable in a toxic environment than in peace and love and
Yeah.
kindness and
We mean like shouting
People
and
like that
arguing and
toxic.
thing.
It no, well, it's how they grow up. It's what they know.
To resolve conflicts.
They actually,
Yeah.
they actually think that that kind of maybe aggression and stuff too could be love. You know, it's because
Because the
he's
person's
passionate.
showing they care.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Like when I talk
Their
to you, they
passion,
see it as, you know.
Yeah, and perhaps that's how their father or mother talk to them or whoever bring them up. And so some people literally, too much peace, they cannot deal with it.
Yeah.
They beat up. They are, you know, like you might be in that kind of confusion and say, oh God, I can't take this.
Yeah.
They strive in their normal mode of communication is to talk loud, is to, you know, be aggressive, and they're not even aware that something is wrong because that's just that's just the environment they grew up in.
And there's
Right.
women who will make things that's not even an issue an issue. I mean, it mightn't reach to this level where they say, I want to divorce this man too perfect. But I think it has become natural for a woman to do that in some instances, especially probably in marriage. In a marriage, you'll be able to see it more. Where a woman might take something that's very like minuscule and blow it up into like the biggest thing just because I don't know, excitement.
Or they bored. Some
Yeah,
people get
like-
bored in their marriage.
Yeah, like
That-
oh gosh, no
They look for
excitement.
reasons to argue and say you don't love me anymore because you didn't.
Yeah. It's
Now,
do
wait, on a
this.
woman's helmet, right? I want to ask her a question, right? That's on her end, right? Could it certain things affect you? Like, all right, yeah, you're children, you live in here. Could some people just find, well, you know, you could feel like, because one of the things he brought up was she want to go back to Brazil and live there, and she do like maybe this life in Miami, and remember that's his career, and he's a footballer, so it's not like a job where you change your job and you go and get, like, say it's not a manager, you go and get an ex-manager job in Brazil or whatever. So could those things cause even more conflict in the situation? I'm asking where it is she not happy to be.
Well, yeah, she could have felt like she lacked purpose. But my thing is, if I'm going based on what she said, that's all she said. She didn't say anything about she felt like she lacked purpose or anything. She just said he was too perfect, and that was her reason for
I think
divorce.
part of the quote was that her marriage was the problem why she unhappy.
I thought
What
she said
about
she just
her
wasn't
marriage?
happy being in her marriage. And
Right,
just,
so that what I mean. So she
but if he too perfect,
Yeah, but what about her marriage wasn't?
yeah.
maybe love languages. Maybe she not
Or
getting
maybe
quality
she
time.
just didn't
No, but
like
then he
that.
couldn't
You know,
have
people
been
love the quality. You know, maybe the love language. She wasn't
But
getting
she
the
said he
quality
perfect.
time.
She said he's too perfect.
I know, but what I mean
Exactly.
is,
well,
you know,
perfect means
She
you
probably
getting
does
what you want.
Everything you
Ah,
want, that's
okay.
what perfect
That's what
She
means,
probably
you know.
didn't like the lifestyle, like the fame and all that, like popularity and stuff. She probably wasn't on that, so she probably just want to go back to Brazil and live a simple life again. I don't know.
No, but my thing,
I don't
if
believe
that's
her
the
though.
case, then you would say that. You would make those things known, because why would you want to look like the villain? Who wants to be the villain?
She probably, I don't believe any of
Unless
these things,
it's a
because they probably sign
publicity
contracts
stunt.
and things.
It could be a publicity stunt. Oh
They-
my
they
gosh,
probably
why
sign
haven't I
contracts
done
This
all
and
was
that
stuff.
10 years
before?
ago,
No, but this
No, but they
article
come
come
no,
out
this
now.
is no. They
So that's
recently come out.
I
and-
know,
yeah.
I know, but they
Oh yeah, I onto something here. That's what it was. It's
I
a-
agree with you.
So
I was
because
going
it
to
was
say
10
that.
years ago, she no longer anybody, because she not with
Exactly.
Kaka anymore. Because Kaka's wife now is who in the limelight.
Limelight.
And
So like, you never hear a
She
young
like-
lady say this man perfect, but I can't be it.
yes, I'm just trying to make an
He too
excuse for
nice.
you,
He's
man.
too nice.
People,
I've heard it
girls
before.
say that.
What? But that was saying. So basically,
Men
that's
say
what
that
she's
too.
saying.
It come like when
Yes,
a celebrity die, and then all these people come out and saying this person abused me. Why you wait until the person dead to come and say that now?
well, I can understand that.
So she
Yeah,
just
because they
it's
might
just
get abused again.
no.
Nah, I don't believe it.
These are publicity stunts.
Well, anybody
It
had
is.
anything to say online, and that's why I can't see the comment
I
section.
know why not my comments. not
All
longer
right.
than-
So online, we
You
can
just
probably
added
say
to the
good night.
conversation, yeah.
We can say good night to everyone that's viewing online. We have quite a few comments here. Good night, Cohen. Good night, Aniala. Aniala loves this look and feel the relaunch. Congratulations. Thank you, Aniala. We have Diane Vasek. Awesome. So glad to see you again. We are very happy to see you as well, Diane. Diane is from Chicago. Crystal Martin, good night to you. Let me see what we have going down here. Let me scroll down. Jason Walters, good night to you. Sasha Lou says, guys, we want to say a special good night to everybody here with us tonight. As you all know, this is our relaunch. And we're really grateful for all of you being here. We want to encourage you all to continue to comment and to like and make sure and interact with the stream, right? Crystal Martin, wow, so is Rebel she want. It's true, Ragamuffin to be exact. Yes, Crystal, that's exactly what she wanted. And Nika Little, good night to you, Nikki.
Joseph.
I read the name out here, Joseph.
You need to organize the story. I know, good.
Nice guys finished last week. Nice guys finished last week. Do Jason Walters, they were not equally yoked. True, Crystal, go. I agree. Perhaps to be relevant now, you see?
Yeah.
Crystal.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, right? I know it's on something.
Yeah, but this is actually, I think the comment she said afterwards, right? She had to put it across differently because she started getting real back. The whole internet against her right now.
Right. And sometimes when you do something bad, you get even more publicity.
attention.
I know, but she
Yeah.
can't-
Because if
that
she
kind
had
of thing-
said something different, like if she come out with something normal, like, okay, yeah, I was unfaithful, you think you better be talking about it right now on the show?
No, but it would have been say something big though because
But
you
what
know
was their reason
Still.
10
they're
years
big
ago?
enough. Huh?
When they got divorced 10 years ago, what was the reason? It's the same
This
reason?
is the
They
reason.
just mutually part.
This is
It
what
should-
she's saying. This
it's
is the
now
reason.
coming out.
Yeah,
They
but
just
10
mutually
years
part.
ago,
It never
what
had
happened? No, but
anything.
they never said
Yeah,
anything.
then
to
most
public.
likely it was just mutually part
Okay.
and like they find it
Yeah.
was reported many times that the people might have think somebody cheating on
Okay,
somebody
okay.
or something, right? Because obviously it had all this thing going on in the background, right?
She married.
I think both of them remarried. I could be wrong online or they could tell us, but I think both of them remarried now, and I think he remarried and he married an ex supermodel and
I would
he
be
had two
scared to
children
marry a
again, I think
footballer
too.
though.
Honestly, the more I think about this, the more I'm convinced it's a publicity stunt. Because you know how many interviews she probably gets in now?
Yeah, boy.
People get paid to go on interviews and talk about these things on all these talk shows.
Yeah, she's probably running out of funds.
Ollie, come on. She probably running exactly what you want to say. She running out of money. So
But her
she was
words
like,
is still
hey,
true to her at that point, right?
we don't know.
Nah, man, to some
Publicity.
degree.
Publicity stunt.
They're lying.
You're lying.
I think.
But why you
like-
wouldn't marry a footballer? That's interesting. You said something. I would like to know why.
No, I just wouldn't.
Why though? Why you don't want to marry? I would like to know why. Why you wouldn't want to marry a footballer? Yeah.
Everybody need want to know.
Let me be real.
No, I just like. No, I feel like I sided her now.
So, Jordan, what? If a man's too perfect, you'll get a divorce because he's too perfect.
No, what I was saying earlier, like the whole popularity, like
Yeah, it's too much attention on the
the
Okay,
attention
okay,
and saying and
everywhere they
woman
give
is
posts.
Messi
throwing
wife
herself
normal with
for
it.
Like throwing themselves
Messi
up
wife
in
normal
the
with him.
Well, Maria.
That's what we seeing, but we don't
Messi
know what
is
Messi.
different person now. He don't seem to be like, you know.
Kaka wasn't so neither.
I know.
He was like a
Really?
normal. He was just real popular because.
Yeah, but that's what we seeing, but we don't know what's going on in the background.
Okay.
You could always marry like a Trini footballer or something.
I know you all would always pick up for the footballers because you all love the footballers, but
Yeah. Well, like, so we're basically saying you're marrying nobody who never famous. Because
no, I
because
don't mind marrying somebody famous, but
you know it's the same thing will happen. A lot of women will be training themselves on somebody who famous, right?
true, but
Because it's really popularity that have them, you know.
Well, like
You
Tevin
see.
say when Kaka come, he gonna ask him exactly what.
He come and join us?
Yeah, he come and join us.
for real, for no.
Yeah.
Some football thing they're gonna do.
Okay, well, we should all go and ask him. Then.
We'll bring Kaka. We go reach out to Kaka and bring him on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a Christian, you know, like I think he's supposed to be like a serious believer. But yeah. But anyhow, anybody I see somebody live a whole,
We
you know.
really went on and can't tell me.
Diane, yes, Diane says, I told you a couple of years ago I am unequally yoked, was not a believer when we married, but we have raised 5 kids, have 13 grandkids and 3 great-grands. While he isn't perfect, he has always been faithful and loving husband of 61 years. He has always been a family man, wonderful husband and a father, but I look forward to the day he says yes to Jesus, trusting in God's way, if showing him the path to take. So even though he is so good, he is very lost, and it saddens me. Tevin, good night to you. Tevin, good night to you. Lakita, Lakita says Beckham cheats on Victoria and she stayed, but it only happened once.
No, once.
So Lakita slipped that party and it only happened once.
But only once.
Well, I mean, it's like just adding that, right? Remember, it's Chris Martin, is his name?
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Maroon 5 guy. He's been on Voice on it.
Oh, that's
No.
What's his name?
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine. That's his right. Chris Martin is Coldplay or one of them, right? But anyhow, his wife basically said, yeah, she just didn't like how it was public.
She cheat?
No, he cheated,
Oh,
and she did not like that the fact that it was public because
Okay.
she do all that kind of. She understand he's a man and maybe some man popular. In other words, I accept everything that's come with his lifestyle, but just don't make it seem like I'm
So
not
she
your
said-
wife.
Wait, so okay.
That's basically our words online. You could check the video, you could Google it on YouTube, and then basically she had the issue she really had was that it was like a big public thing, and the woman, I think, I'd speak out and whatever because, yeah, most likely a lot of these popular people, they accept that the husband might be cheating on them, and they accept that lifestyle for plenty of them, you know.
So they just stay there once in
because-
that public.
All right, let me ask
Cheat
you
on me, but-
that
cheat on me,
question,
but
right?
not publicly.
Let me ask you a
Privately.
question, right? Let me be a little real now, right? Do you all think for men look something very important than a woman, how she look and attraction and thing?
Yes.
All right, let me ask you a question now. For women, do you think money and a lifestyle and thing very important for them?
I would say it's
To
important,
some degree,
but
yeah.
No,
I don't even if we
asking-
were to measure or because you asked about a guy first, about a man and the appearance, if you were to measure the importance and compare it, I would say it's not as important to a woman.
All right, let me ask you
as
that
it is to
question,
a
right?
man.
Would you marry a janitor?
Yes.
Jordan?
That question is
No, because
Not-
a man, if a woman is pretty and she's a janitor, a man will marry her. He would get in a relationship with her. I'm not too
because
sure
he
the
not-
opposite
Yeah,
way.
because he not studying every woman rich or nothing. He don't care.
So that's my point I'm trying to say. So generally, a
taking care of
woman
her.
quicker gravitate towards, a certain life, a certain security, certain things.
Yeah.
So it have some women who say, what I gonna give up this? I might go with some man who go cheat on me anyhow.
Yeah.
You understand where I'm coming
I
from now?
understand, but
He
that's-
might cheat on me anyhow,
No, but then
so
you have
I go
no
give up.
self-worth then. You just... Well,
we not here talking about if Christians and believers.
okay,
I just saying how it is go.
yeah.
It
I
have people
understand,
who,
I understand their way of thinking though.
yeah.
'Cause
So would you marry a janitor? 'Cause you didn't answer.
that question is very vague.
Okay, would you marry a janitor that has ambition that you could see he's going to end up somewhere?
I don't know.
If he's 19,
If he's
So
26.
Nick, you wouldn't
No.
marry a janitor.
at 19.
If he's
you're-
26.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about all that.
If he's 25, would you marry a janitor, Nick?
Depending on his salary.
It's how everybody
And what plans you have for the future. You can be a janitor. If you're making $12,000,
I could
it's
safely
okay.
say I would marry a janitor. I mean, I
She
would
marry a
say,
taxi man. You know?
Hey.
At the point in time that we used to drive taxi. Huh? Take it off? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Take it off? Okay.
We going on one?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I can
okay.
safely say that
But
I would.
what are they doing to make sure they're not coming on online though? Because
Oh, okay. So you want to see if it... Okay. Gotcha.
yeah, but just make sure not interfering with the conversation. Else it could be something like just
Yeah, well, tell us one
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyhow, yeah. So where
I
we
feel like it all depends.
it's
like
not
I
that
can't
Crystal
sounds
is
like a
asking a
comeback.
very valid question here. How
Oh.
we back talking about this janitor
janitor,
5 years later?
because
and
Kyle
because
because
like
no one
bacchanal,
bring it
that's
up.
why.
It just come with the
Just
conversation.
Sky like bacchanal.
Say Crystal, it feeling a little tough there.
a
boy.
janitor, yes.
See Crystal go say, Adam Levine, yes, so
It
it's just interesting. As an online listening, the women who listening right now, they all understand what the point you're trying to say. That sometimes I just always work out. So sometimes people, many people famous. Alright, let be all us be real, right?
Lakita come and valid though.
Yes, sir.
The pastor say don't marry potential.
Be careful. Potential, don't marry. Potential.
Okay, what I had to do
Come-
anything.
No,
because
but I feel like it only
maybe
I
it's
feel
because
like
of
people.
what
I
said.
feel like people just don't want to get married.
True.
You understand?
Some
It's like the
people
janitor should never get married. It's like the garbage man should never get
I
married.
feel
like-
the janitor would get married and have somebody who would,
would
you know,
love
get
that.
people
Yes,
on
number
different
points.
levels and
Different
places
levels.
and stages.
Yeah.
Some people get married and they're not working anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my point. So that's my point I'm trying to say. So sometimes people just
Yeah.
come down on people and they say, well, that you're correct, But, deep down, most likely John will never marry. It's not something bad as that, you right? Because of the lifestyle it might come with.
You never know.
Oh,
You,
okay.
you don't know next thing.
That Janata be dropped dead.
I know, but I'm saying.
Drop dead.
You're
Next
not
thing-
as bad then.
She had
You
a
never
meeting not
know.
as a janitor. First to begin.
You never know.
Krista
Next
say
thing
if we didn't see the janitor's salary in Petrochin, Krista said not if the janitor making a 50,000.
That's what 50.
Nah, 50K.
We cleaning.
No, but honestly,
Elon Musk also.
if the janitor's salary is decent, you know, it's like
Krista
whatever.
says that half people for everybody. Don't try that, guy.
I
That's-
asked that
that's
question.
true,
I just
yeah,
asked that
that is
question.
true.
That's true.
There's
Yeah.
people at
No, you
different
say-
walks and levels and
Exactly.
places in life. So
What if both of you
of
are
course somebody will marry the
janitors?
janitor.
It's a lonely road for a lot of men out there. They're just like,
It's
That's
a really
not
good
true
for
at
a
all.
woman too.
That's not true at all.
That's not
I
true.
just
So you
Find
think
somebody-
any woman could get you?
I think women. Do you all think online or anywhere, right? Yeah? Do you all think women gather a lot more attention than men?
What you mean?
If a man is lonely, he nobody attracted to him, whatever, kind of there, right? He nobody like him, whatever. Do you not think a woman quicker get more attention, even if it's not from? You understand where I'm from? Even if it's somebody she's not attracted to or doesn't like.
I guess.
So men actually have more things to do with you don't know it. I could call out some people right now who all know and nobody here would show them attention.
Let's not do that.
But I'm a point what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But it have women inside here who might say, but it have men who will show them attention. So it has some men who out there who just accept, well, you know?
Your wife asked a very good question.
What's that?
Can the janitor provide for a family?
That is
If he
very
could-
important.
if he
Both,
could,
so hold on,
which is my point.
but
If he
most of the
could-
times people who are janitors, or the other woman is both of them working.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he could provide,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Both
Nothing
people,
wrong.
the common thing in the world today now is more is
Once the man is providing, yes, of course.
Yeah, but the next thing
Of
you want a
course.
specific lifestyle.
That is what I'm now going to say.
The
that's what they're
lifestyle-
trying to say.
Right.
That's what really hindering it.
If you, right, no, but if you have a particular lifestyle in mind, then marry somebody who can afford you that lifestyle. That's all.
Facts.
I think
Okay.
that makes sense.
True, true.
But
Because
that's
it will
probably
cause
what my
conflict.
wife do. And then he
Yeah.
ended up being too perfect.
David, you want to say something? No, you can say something if you want to. We can, we'll just repeat it if nobody hears. Well, I'm
That's
telling
why I just said, yeah.
you. Uh-huh.
That wasn't good enough. He
Yeah,
said the
that's why I
lifestyle
just
wasn't
said.
good enough. Yeah.
She probably got the lifestyle. She
Well,
wanted.
she was confused.
No,
But like I say, I feel that story. I'm more to just nobody
Yeah,
want to
Yeah,
see.
I don't
But
think she's saying
She
the
don't want to
truth.
say.
am I
Exactly.
wrong? But in the end, did she come back and say that she made a mistake? Did she say
I
that?
don't know.
I
Or
don't
she
know. I
didn't say
don't
anything
think.
like that.
I think afterwards, I think the story is, I don't know how detailed it is, but it's just rumors, I didn't see it in
Okay.
other words,
Wait,
right?
wait, and you
That
tried
when,
what,
when it is he
David?
met, yeah, that was it. That was the story. When he
Oh,
met the
really?
next woman
Right,
and is
that's
getting
what I'm
married,
saying, yeah.
she tried to
Well,
come
then
back in the
what's
Him
picture.
back then when
Yeah, when she realized,
you
you know.
don't know
I'm so
what
glad
she
Kaka
got.
stands strong and continue.
Well,
Great
yeah.
job, Kaka.
Well,
Yeah. Well, obviously, by then he fall in love and he with somebody else, you know what I mean? So, and then remember, he went through a whole maybe phase where he see pastors, he trying to figure out a new pathway. So, by that time, he done most likely overs that.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hit the
her reason
road, check.
definitely deeper.
Okay.
It's
But anyhow,
not just-
we getting some audio now? Nothing at all? We need for what? Okay, you know what we could do? You could pull it up on yeah. That's okay. At least let everybody hear it online and play it here faster here. Play the video itself. No, just play it. You logging in on StreamYard and you just play the video. Like how it is, like I would join StreamYard. Now when you hear me talking, that's what we're doing. No, we don't need to hear it. Just we go play it here. And we could hear it. Through the heads right here. You playing the video here. You're playing it separate.
that's
We will see it all the time.
that's all right.
All right, so you playing it from the online. Right now, you know, online, I apologize for all that, but you know, you don't understand what I'm saying.
You don't understand how we get it back inside. You just see that it can happen.
No, what you're doing is you're just going on, you share screen, you add the video, and you're playing it from a separate video. You're not
What
playing it
about-
from this
what about
computer
if we
yet.
listen to here?
Yeah, that's what
Alright,
I'm gonna say.
you wanna do that? Let's play the
and
audio.
let and let them play.
If it's going to listen to it from your phone,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
do that.
And then and you all
Oh, okay.
Whose video?
yeah
Whose
we
video
can
we going to?
Onika, just pull up Onika one time. So guys, they're not drop the video online now. They'll be hearing it from.
so they will be. I have it on my laptop here. Yes. Oh,
She in stream, yeah?
share my screen. Okay. Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna throw up the screen for we're having some technical difficulties. I don't know what is going on here this Saturday night.
Kind of dramatic.
You getting through?
Computer real slow.
Wow.
Well, then
Yeah.
maybe they should do it.
No, they can't do it. That's the whole point.
No, and they could do the sharing of the
Oh,
screen.
okay. By the time you wanna you had a video to share too, John? You too?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so that's why we was on the janitor because they still can't get, you know. That's why Crystal, that's why we was talking about the janitor because we still can't even get back the counseling video up on the
Are
on
you going
house.
to settings to share?
No. No. But. Okay, where your video is?
It now coming up there. TikTok.
I wouldn't.
I see. Present.
Because I'll have to look.
So you Alright, so I share it for you, right? So guys online, tell me if you all hear any video. I think I need to be added to the stream, you know. Well, I have the video up. I share the screen right now. So you seen it? Okay, cool. So I want to press play.
Yeah, it's on mute, right? On mute. The
Hold
laptop.
on. There's only got to be stream.
I have been trained, very strongly trained by my mentor to never believe a woman's story in her marriage.
Online, let me know if you're hearing
I
it.
cannot tell you the amount of times that I have gotten sucked into a woman's story because we are so convincing. We are so manipulative. We know how to dramatize and exaggerate the circumstances and experiences in the marriage to suck someone in, to feel sorry for us, to validate us in our victim story, and have even really no awareness to question that story from a woman and try to understand, well, what would the husband say, or what's his experience, so what's his side of the story. And we bring that into therapy. So like I said, I can't tell you how many times over 10 years that I got sucked into a woman's story, and my mentor had to help me break through my cognitive dissonance and get back to the fundamental truth that I know. I've gotten so much better. It's very rare that happens now, but it can still happen because we are so convincing. It's just like, it would almost be blasphemy to not believe some of the things a woman says. And, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. Maybe he's not a good man. We are so convincing. And I've also had the pleasure over the years where I've worked with a woman. She has a strong story of her husband and how he can be aggressive or controlling and a narcissist. And she paints this story. And then I've had the pleasure to actually meet her husband, because she's trying to, we always want our husbands to change. So it's interesting. Women will convince their husbands to take my men's course, which is interesting because of what I teach men in that course, which is about all our woman ways and how men have to take their power back. But I've met these husbands, and I meet them, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she has this story of this man, because they're the typical good man, just loves their wife, is caring, is confused about how they're always wrong and can't be right. And when I meet the husband, it doesn't add up at all with the woman's story of him. So therapists are not trained to break through the stories of a woman. And because they're already biased They already have that gender bias to believe and take on the perceptions of the woman and have that prejudice towards men. They get sucked in. And here's the thing, is that the very same tactics we use as women in a marriage to manipulate our husbands and brainwash them to believe they are the problem are the same manipulative tactics that we use to draw a therapist into our story and get the therapist on our side. We're using the same tactics, and then the therapist gets brainwashed into believing the man is the problem. I've had several female clients over the years who very quickly trusted me because I didn't buy into their stories, and I called them out on it. I have one client in particular, I will never forget my first conversation with her. She reached out to me. She had this big story about her husband. He never pays me any attention. He doesn't validate me. He doesn't even compliment me ever. He never even says, I love you. And she had this whole story, but she was also sharing, but I know I have these behaviors and this is how I show up. And this is a very high powered woman with a very successful business. And she gets done telling her story. And I knew I had to be totally direct with her to gain her trust, to gain her respect. And I told her point blank, the problem is your husband is terrified of you because you are such a bitch. And I didn't mean it mean, and I didn't mean it judgmentally. I was just telling it.
I wonder
to
what
her
word came
straight.
there.
And also knowing the own experience of
Okay,
myself.
we
as
can
a
stop it
woman
here.
and the
You can stop
women.
it. You
Yeah?
stop it. You controlling it.
Oh, so just
Let's press pause. They will
I
take it
did.
off the screen.
I did press pause.
Yeah. I'm gonna see the laptop by time.
Yeah, take it off.
Yeah, but yeah. So pick up the story. Give me our
Yeah.
backdrop there.
Right, so basically, we got to hear the rest of it. We hearing ourselves now? Yes, right. Yeah, so, I mean, as we said earlier, basically, she's saying that women therapists tend to get sucked into, even men too. What she was saying that's interesting, that most times there's a natural bias to the woman. Even if it's a male or female person doing the counseling, they somehow, because I guess of what men, what society thinks of men, they're the ones that cheat. They're the ones that might be more aggressive. They might be the ones that are more controlling. But she's saying that in her practice and her experience, that has not always been the case, right? She said something very interesting in the end. She said that a woman came to her and gave the whole story, and she said she called her out on it. She basically said to her, she explained to her what she thought the problem was, and it was her because she was a really powerful person in a corporate, and she said the truth is your husband is afraid of you. Not afraid, your husband is intimidated by you. And she said the woman was actually said that she's the first therapist that actually, called her out and she had to agree with her to a point that yes, she is somebody, she may come across a certain way kind of thing, and the woman was grateful. And she sort of respected her because of that. And so, so I wanted to share this video because it was interesting to see a woman sharing that. And because, as I said, it has been my experience to an extent, not all the time. But certainly there have been times, I'm not lying to you, when I meet the husband, I'm literally shocked. I'm like, this is the same man that this woman was talking about. And then when he shares his story, you're able to put two and two together based on what she said. But still you realize, okay, this woman was grossly exaggerating what was happening here, it happens quite a bit, so I think, the whole gist of the stories, people have a bias when it comes to women and their stories.
I agree.
They tend to side with
agree.
men. They tend to side with the woman more than they would a man,
Actually, men out there listening, I don't think men are really complicated,
It's true. They're less complicated than
more,
women.
longer you spend your lives with your husband, not as complicated, you think, yeah? It means many times
The
it's
situation might be
Nah. At the end of the day,
That's why I was like,
no, you hear what I mean by that, right? At the end of the day, it's way serious way again.
no.
No,
Mark don't be on no
With
gimmicks.
my husband? Of course
Kyle,
not.
Ava's situation may be a slightly different.
Kyle, you've known Mark for years. What do you mean? Why I mean?
But what he is what he is. He not trying to put on our show. He not trying to. You know, Mark.
Kyle trying to say how he is here, who we see Mark as, you is what you experience at home as well.
No, you might have
that's not
different things
true.
in the way you have. You know, have different things. He personally, but what I mean by that is this, right? A woman might quicker, like how she said, try to quicker manipulate a situation. A man is just, you know what I mean? This is how I feel.
Not all men.
It have men who have, you know.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and I want to talk about all. We talk about just how generally how life does go. You know, we even want to get into the Bible verse. Where we know the part of the Bible thing was that a woman would be towards her husband. You know what I mean? And the word converted there is not needs like, you know, love. It's actually to control her husband in that kind of way. That is actually a biblical thing under a curse of women that they tend to want to turn towards. And they do it in different ways, you know what I mean? And hence the reason men, end up realize she say many times men is just, they're fearful to talk. They're fearful to say anything because then even that turn into a problem. So it's a high form of manipulation that's happened and you don't realize that's what's going on. You know?
yeah.
It's just, you know.
I was recently actually talking to a couple, and the man was, you know, was lying about things that you really shouldn't lie about.
Right.
But the reason he was lying is because of what he rather lie than
Deal
face
with
the
a
reaction.
He didn't want to deal with a reaction and be correct,
but that doesn't make sense because when the truth come out, the reaction 100
worse.
times worse.
Yeah.
But
Right.
his reason for lying is like, you know, I really want to tell her the truth. That's what he was saying. Jill, I would love to tell her the truth, but what are you gonna deal with? So, you know, you just lie. I mean, it's not right, obviously.
Yeah,
but
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Like from some simple things, and you would see even movies that popularized like
Yeah.
men eating. Or women go try to control the man. This way, and obviously there's a form of love where the woman trying to help the man, right? But it's boiled down to where there's actually have a rift in the marriage because of something simple like that. The man is going to hide and eat food. So my point is sometimes there's have a tension in marriages between each other. I don't know, you know. She says she's unique, you know. She said her situation is
That's
unique.
not. I didn't say that. Was I was disagreeing.
Clarify us, man. I'm
I
trying to
was-
big him up here. Go
I
ahead.
was trying to say what you was. Look, Nix and all even. I think you agreed.
Yeah, she
What
That-
you were saying.
Yeah, no, what it doesn't. I think
It don't
her
really
husband is unique.
apply.
He's unique.
Yeah, it don't apply to me. And
unique in what way though?
She can't go into that.
He difficult?
No, it's
everybody
not
have their
difficult.
problems, right? Everybody have their, you know, their shortcomings. Everybody, but hence the reason he could say the same thing about her. Everybody in our marriage, they have their,
True.
I guess.
you know, and especially when they listen to everybody had their point of view they're coming across. So you might be trying to, in your eyes, many times you think you are right in this scenario. You know what I mean? So and vice versa, her husband and anybody else might think they're right in this scenario, and many times sometimes it cannot be the case. Sometimes it is the case. Because many times both parties have a truth in it because that is their experience from their point of view, right? Remember, like how your family, how things you grow up. Like a simple thing like talking loud. Somebody can interpret that as shouting. And every time we're having a conversation, they're saying, why you shouting at me? And really and truly, that's just maybe how you talk, how you grow up, whatever. And you're laughing because I don't know why you're laughing. But
No, you don't know why I laugh.
Oh, you read somebody chat?
Yes, I read something and I laugh.
Oh, okay, but yes, but sometimes that is how and many times there's have little conflicts in marriage just because a simple misunderstanding of how people interact. Matter of fact, can't you say that one? Try when they're talking, how yes, be aggressive and
Me?
going at the
Yeah.
any big,
You
you
would
know,
always, but I wasn't aware. I was just being me, you know.
Yeah.
And
I am aggressive.
Yeah.
You're
So he would-
aggressive?
Yeah.
Even at work, people
You
tell
can
me.
see that?
Yeah.
Even at work, people tell me that I'm very dry,
Yeah. And
and I don't know. Probably nobody never say, well, you lack emotion, but that's what I interpret by somebody saying that I'm dry.
Yeah. That's when I became self-aware in that area because when with your family, they're accustomed to, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Right? But when I got married, well, even before I was married, you know, in my interactions with him as a boyfriend, he'd be like, why you so rough? That's the first time I started hearing why you're so rough.
Rough, yeah.
And I'd be like, rough how?
I talking to you normal.
I rough how? No, even how I will do things like I pick up the water like
Oh,
this,
okay.
so you know, like and rough.
Naturally aggressive.
And I mean how I'd communicate a point too, but that's the first time I started hearing that. Growing up, I've been honest, I don't know if I ever Well, I couldn't be that way with my dad, but I don't think I ever heard anybody say that to me. It's only when I started to get close to, well, actually, my first boyfriend said it too, that I was aggressive and rough, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, generally, humans, our identity, how we see ourselves. If somebody's saying the opposite of it or calling it out like maybe something, many times they take it as like something not wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, you are.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, if as a woman or a man, let's say as a man, right? Generally, see men will get vexed for that, right? Like if a real man, you know, you think macho way up and a man come out and they say you're gay or you're gay. Eventually, we'll just be like, boy, you know, and try to, you know, rough him up or something because you're speaking something against your identity.
Yeah.
In the same way now, when, like, how is she saying she rough because Unika, all them years of marriage, is still...
She's still rough.
Yeah, you just still behave... I don't know how it was before, right? But I'm just saying, but
You
my
would say
point
it was
is...
worse before?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's very hard for it to come out. Well, for me, let me speak for myself. It's very hard for me to, because I don't even see it as me being rough or
You have to
being
be aware
dry.
of
My point was
every
saying,
single
you
thing
don't even
wrong.
see it as a
So
problem.
I think even with my siblings, I think all of us naturally, especially if we argue in a point. And it's not even that we getting on like, well, again, it's not to us. It's not like we actually getting on like quarreling, but the way we speak, it comes across very like.
Yeah, well, I mean, you all know my brother, huh?
So
He rough?
yeah.
Well, if Chris-
Yeah, he's
arguing.
same it to like
If Chris
that kind
gets
of
into,
way. Yeah.
you know, and then my dad is like that too, so, you know what I mean?
So
It's a family thing.
It
Yeah,
became right. So yeah,
Yeah.
for us too, I think it's a family
Yeah.
thing. And the only time I really realize, is with Mark being married now.
Yeah, so
Well,
that's when I-
he's soft.
And
yeah,
Mark
you know,
is
sorry,
actually-
he's a man. Yeah.
Mark is actually quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Mark is very what's the word? Calm
Yeah.
and
Gentle.
not.
And I
He's
could see
gentle.
Mark
He's
being even like he
Marcus.
getting abused.
Mark is
Abuse.
Well, I mean, you might watch it
no.
like shock almost like I can see him get out too.
No,
you know?
I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. It's not like there right now in my
Or like
in my
talking
brain.
to like, why are you talking to you?
Nah. Mark not like that. People might think Mark like that because of the way he portrays himself, but Mark is not like that.
Oh, okay.
But I can't say in being married, that's when I get to learn these things. And now I literally have to make a conscious effort sometimes when I'm doing certain things. Even at work, I try to make a conscious effort before I say the simplest of things, because I think I'm not trying to justify myself and my personality, guys. But I realize now the way the world is, a lot of people are very sensitive.
Yeah, easily
Yeah.
offended.
Extremely sensitive. So if I had to tell you to check to see if something plugged on, your tone, like,
Yeah.
come on.
You don't have to
And
try to
then
explain to me.
People just take it real personal.
You
Why
know
I
how to
have
try
to
to explain
sing?
to me.
Why do I have to sing? Oh well, maybe you could check. Why do I need to do that if you're not especially if you're in work? Why do I need? I can understand if I had to try to bend for my husband. Oh gosh, man, and work, boy. But anyway, it is what it is. So I try now to be.
I have a
soft.
question from both of you, all right? And it will help, Jordan in her future dilemmas because she's single, right? So, but there's a serious question asking, right? So somebody had to change, like I said, you had to change. You saying you had to change, right? So online all the time, all the thoughts too, right? Now, it's clear that Unika didn't really. I'm just joking, right? I'm just joking. But at some point in time, right? It's sometimes certain changes. Let's all be honest here. Some things
clear.
are very hard to just switch off. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like you're saying, you have to be deliberate, and sometimes it's
Yeah.
real effort. Like you're saying, like
Yeah,
you said, she
because-
like that.
yeah.
You know, like. My wife decides to talk too loud sometimes. Like, I need to turn on the phone.
Right
she hear
now,
me in
you're
the
too
room.
loud. Right now, you're too loud.
Yeah, she in the next room, she heard me, and sometimes I just be like, I just talking. Though.
Yeah.
You understand where I'm from? It's not like I
Okay,
shouting at
normal,
somebody.
yeah.
I real normal right now. Yeah? But my point is this, right? At some point in time, right, I'm asking from, maybe you all would agree with it, though, because you most likely is the culprit right now, but like, I'm asking that sincere question, though. Do you all think sometimes in a marriage, right? It's not necessarily always who right and wrong, but sometimes both people have to figure out where they're coming from. Like,
Of course.
like your husband could turn around and say, well, could get vexed all the time, you understand, and take it personal, like something really wrong with you and why you're roughing me up. And hence it could form a thing in the marriage where it is just to understand the other point of view, that that's just how
Of
They just
course.
get on, you know what I mean?
Or it could be the other way around too, where I could say, well, now you just too soft. I talking to you normal. You had a man up.
Right.
I talking normal. Something wrong with you. It could be that way too. But of course, yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying.
So, but where's the words I want to say though? That, you know, what do people have to find the middle ground to love each other? A compromise?
Compromise.
Yeah.
And understanding.
Okay.
Because I still use those words to Kerwin. I was like, Brett, up to now you don't understand me. Sometimes,
Yes.
right? Like, you know, that. So it's not sometimes, yes, what you do may not be the ideal. But if you understand the person's motives, that it's not intentional,
Personal.
right? I'm not being trying to, you know, this is me. I know it may not be right. Yes, that's something I'm working on. But if you don't take it as a personal attack or against you, it's easier to swallow, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
So after a while, you get to understand people and, you know, how they move, what they say, and that's how it works in marriage. So there are some things that affected me that Kerwin might used to say or do in early marriage. Whoa, sorry, that's loud. That does not affect me anymore. It nearly bust my eardrum, so I have to take it out. Right? Yeah, that does not affect me anymore. You know, because I understand him and understand why you would say what you would say and do what, and I'd hope vice versa. So there have to be a compromise.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of always fixing. Like you have to change this and you have to change. That's not
Because like
always
something like that,
necessary.
right? You might never change. You know what I mean?
True.
And that might never change in you, so you go let
But
that.
she not really doing a good job.
That's not true.
Yeah, but you when you explain just now, it sounds like you're not really like that is me. That's just
It
how I
is
am.
me, honestly. It is me, but honestly, I try now. Like, especially if there's a disagreement. Especially if there's a disagreement.
Yeah, to figure out in the conversation.
I
like,
honestly try in the moment. I'm like, it's like while I talking to myself in my head, like, okay, be soft, be
nice.
normal, be like real soft right now. Especially with, and even in work, like I say, in work, people are somewhat dry. So I try to. So when I call somebody, I might try to pretend that like real. How you going? How to do? Like, you know, all
So
that
you're
foolishness.
pretending.
I am pretending, and work especially. With my husband, not so much.
I
With
guess
my husband, I
people take
real love
things
my
out
husband.
personal.
So, you know, I want my husband to be like, yeah, like, you're happy. Thing. So in work, I'm not in marriage, I'm not pretending, but in work, for sure, I am pretending.
if work friends seeing this,
It's quite okay. I don't care if they hear.
Hey,
because I like, you know, like, we're going back to the story, like, Kaka, but obviously it's hand to them, right? But
Yeah.
in the context of, I realize a lot of people, marriage fail. I'm going to listen to many times. It's not cheating and all kind of thing. It's basic things like what we talk about here, you know, why it is now people are willing to make compromises. People are not willing to love somebody for who they are. They're not willing to, what I mean by who they are, that's why it's communicate with you. Keep arguing with your wife right through about, you know,
yeah.
this and, you know, try to somehow, but sometimes things is be so close to people that they just don't know how to function in a scenario like that. Do you think it's have one thing, Jordan, right? You say to yourself, I just cannot deal with if it is like one thing in our personality. Like, you know, there's some people like who like for me, like maybe for me it was like a controlling kind of that kind of way. I
Like,
find
like they're trying to be a mom.
yeah, that's a difficult thing for me to deal with. So, but what about you? Is there something as a woman, and you know, well, if a man treats me this way, it would be very hard for me to stay in a relationship with this person or be happy in that kind of way, right? I'm not saying, and not necessarily the person is a bad person. It's just something about
them.
you
yeah.
just don't like how, you know.
I don't know.
You don't know that?
Nah. I
Wow.
never think about it deep.
Oh, okay.
Something I can't deal with at all.
Yeah, in a relationship, you're interacting with somebody. Yeah. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a tough
You find that's a hard
question.
Something
question?
that you cannot deal with.
In a relationship?
Because some things are
outside of
given.
the obvious thing.
No, well, some person,
Yes.
like how we saying, the point I was trying to make up is that before you get married, there's some things you could see that, you know, instead of getting into a marriage now and you're just complaining all the time about what the person doing. You understand? So like how Mark might have see you. I know Mark know you, Kai, know you. I don't married to you and I know that's how you just get on. So he know that from before.
Okay.
You understand? So you
maybe-
can't make that into now where you always unhappy because I saw how yours before, you know what I mean? And so on.
I think I can't deal with somebody who not but I think generally men just figure out things, but I can't deal with somebody who
Man,
like,
don't figure out
I
things
can't
now.
no I can't say I can't, but I don't want to be sometimes I just feel like yeah, I'm good at figuring out things, but you can't just be there.
What
You
do you mean?
understand?
I don't
know.
understand what I mean. What do you mean by that?
Like if something going on, like let's say something we are going on through something in a relationship or a situation, and you're trying to talk it out or talk it through or whatever, and then you just there like you can't.
No input. You're not able to give
Yeah.
any.
Can't
productive
express it,
input.
got input.
It's
No,
like it's
yeah.
like yeah. Like, I don't know if I understand where I'm coming from.
I kind of
but-
understand what you're saying, but yeah.
Of course, I understand that.
Yeah, I can't just be here trying to, and then you just sit down there like, yeah, okay. I don't know how. Yeah, I guess
So
that's
somebody
something.
who can communicate then.
No.
Somebody you're not willing to lead. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
I can't.
okay.
I can't do that. That will like, you putting me in that position. Like I feel like
by yourself.
by myself. Yeah,
Best yet, stay single.
exactly.
But she love him for a lot of different reasons.
No, but that's a real important thing though, and we were saying it.
Of course.
Of course.
You get married to be beaten up by yourself and trying
Exactly.
to work everything out by yourself, and this echoes. Yeah, but
Just take off your headset, huh?
true. And
I don't know why, that everybody
don't
else
need
have
it.
it off.
Oh, so why are they happening?
We-
That's
I
what
thought
they
you
told
like
us from
it.
before to have it off for now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, yeah, of course.
But
Yeah,
we
you
could
can
move
just
on to the
go-
next video now,
Yeah,
right?
by now we should be able to get the next video.
Go for it.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
And
So
you
who-
sending it to me?
We're going with two.
I'll put that on this coming.
Okay.
Who you going up with?
I don't know.
You want to go up with Jordan?
We have a reaction video.
I don't, it's having sent some bogus video, I don't know.
Again?
I don't know, we had to find some,
Why we
manpower.
hire him though?
Exactly.
We didn't hire him, he say he's
Fire
what,
him.
Fire him.
Yeah?
Yeah, fire him for
Seven,
real.
Chito.
Fire at 7.
Seven, your videos last time was lame.
I told him.
By the time you think you
It
can
was
do
the
this,
worst.
Do you know he did not
No.
look at it?
I know.
He never even look at it?
Had to
Wow.
be
We had
because
some comments online,
by the time you had to pull it up the video, you could just
and the
read a
challenge
couple
was
of
we
them.
can't laugh at.
Yes, you're trying to.
That was the easiest thing
Neeks,
ever.
can you read the comments? 'Cause I
Why
want
just one or two
scroll
of them?
here.
Sure. Right, sorry, going back up. Sorry. Excuse me. Lakita says, I feel like I meet that woman too. Pressure for the man. I felt sorry for the husband. Talita said, correct, there is a natural bias for women. I think it's because most women are more vocal. She has a good point. Men will come, you have to maybe, for some men, you have
Yeah.
to pull things out of them. Some men are able, okay, but women would naturally just,
And I guess what the man trying to express will make them look real bad.
I guess, maybe.
So they will
Do you
get
think
the-
it
they
have
will
a
get-
do you think it have a bias too because women like are they seen as the weaker vessel generally in life? They could the more it's just a
They-
natural
they're
thing. A woman
ones
need to
that
be more
need
protected.
protected,
Yeah, so
protected.
because a man can't really go through like rape and them, so there are things that can happen in a relationship
I
that
guess.
a woman
Diane,
you protect her.
Diane said, sounds like a self-hater. I think she's talking about the lady in the video.
Yeah.
She's a self-hater,
Yeah.
not trusting women at all. I do agree that many women are manipulators, and it takes wisdom and discernment to recognize them. So at least she's saying, they're out there, but you can't say all, which she did, which was out of time.
Yeah, it's just maybe the words she
Yeah,
doesn't use her words correct.
Yeah,
I don't think
to
that's
say
what she mean.
never is not a
Because
good-
she say basically what you said afterwards in the end, right? She say basically when she hear the other side of the story, she's understand more of it. So
Yeah. Is Onika's mic working, or is it coming through Jordan's mic? Oh, you're probably not hearing me clearly.
I have no clue.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess they can tell
The,
us
the,
again.
the audio guys could check and tell us by the
Okay.
time. Yeah.
I think, yes. Oh, this man muted me, guys.
Wow. So you talking all this time,
Wow. He came and mute my mic. You all hearing me now?
man. Call the shark film. Call the shark film. We gonna drop you in Tobago waters.
Kerwin, let me know if you hearing me now.
Yeah, you should be here now, you know.
I don't know
Where?
what Mr. Elijah Gore mean by hide and by snow cone. I real.
He was talking
we were
about
talking about something.
the woman,
that's
the
why I
men who do
laughed.
things when men can't express themselves to the woman. Or
Or when
do
they
things
lie because they
privately.
feel they
Right,
will get.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Like they have to eat
That-
in private. What I was saying.
Yeah. That way you say hide on by your snow cone. You feel follow the snow cone mark and then can't drink, I can't, you know. Too much sugar.
Talita says most women don't admit that they have expectations that aren't voiced. So they run a narrative of that. And when you sit both parties down, the man has no idea of half the things that the woman is complaining about. So it's like first time the man, it's like you never say this before, how come you never tell me this? You know the thing women do, you should have know.
It's true.
The man is like, but how come you never tell me this? How come you know, and she's saying, but you're supposed to know these things.
Yeah.
If you love me, you would know.
Yeah.
Guys,
That's what you
That's
say.
true. That's true.
everybody who's single, or they can choose to stay single if all they want, eh? You
If you
realize?
love me, you'll know.
You realize that this thing's real complicated, you know?
It is complicated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it really?
But it's nice too, man.
If it,
Yes.
So why you all married?
I'm not gonna say, Jordan, you
Married.
don't take on Kyla. Marriage is nice.
It
No,
is-
we never
there-
said it's
there are lots
nice,
of
but that don't mean it's not
complications. If there
complicated.
aren't complications,
Of course. I
guys,
just
that's what we
said that.
talking
I
about.
just said that that's very
Now, I
true.
want to
But
ask
at
you a
the
question,
same time,
Jordan.
I find people in life highlight
everybody-
issues more in marriage.
because
Kyla, and
Ava,
Mark?
people get married with unrealistic expectations.
Well,
they
of
think
course,
it's
yeah.
gonna be great.
Yeah,
But there's a reason why divorce and all them things high. So that's why
Well,
people
of
talk about the
course,
difficulties.
Of course, but how often do you hear somebody say, "Yeah, marriage nice"?
I hear it. People get married with the wrong thinking. That's why you
True, that's
highlight
true.
the negative, because
That's very
they get married. Like she just said something like that sounded like slightly naive. I can't remember what it was. though.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask her, right? You have problems in your life now.
Yeah.
Add another human being to that with problems and your problems.
I
John.
know.
So of course they're going to be complications.
Problems plus problems equals more problems.
Wait, what did I say?
I can't remember.
When I was
You
saying
said-
they're not expressive, that's not what I meant. But
No. It was something about when we talk about why get married. You said why get married.
If it have all
I
these
can't
problems.
remember. Yeah, something like
Or she asks a question like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why we married?"
Yeah, why we married?
yeah,
Right.
just
If it
plain
have
because
all
what they
these-
say,
Because it has
this
so
guy
many
was like stay
issues.
single.
No, I say they
Oh.
have a choice to stay single
Oh.
or if they
Oh,
want, you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah?
Well, that's what I'm implying. Huh?
No, that's not implying they have a choice now, or you choose to love somebody and work out a relationship.
listen, your choice is important.
It
Yeah.
is a choice.
The choice
And
that
the
you
person
make.
you
You
are
could
choosing.
That
marry the
is
janitor
important.
or marry the footballer.
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the person character, integrity, their relationship with God. We're not talking about that. Jordan.
I'm playing.
Do you think our part of society? Don't mean to cut thing, right? We ready? Okay, all right, let me go, Jordan. Sorry, you good? Oh, sorry. Yeah, we had to hear this video here. All right, well, good.
I am indeed the witchiest witch. Something happened
She
recently
looks
that I
so scary now.
actually couldn't wrap my head around.
And she take
I
off
need
all
to
her
remember
stuff.
it. I need to remember
To
it.
be fair, you couldn't wrap your head around it. So
It was the witchiest thing. Yeah, I couldn't, and I didn't. I forgot it.
clearly you just keep
Wait, there
going.
was something really witchy. Oh, Jim Carrey's birthday. Thank you, Mom. I announced Eternal Sunshine on Jim's birthday, and
Oh,
I
that's-
didn't fucking know it was his birthday. So I emailed him.
Jordan, you said you are like taking abuser.
I didn't know what she was. No, it had multiple videos, but the one, oh my god.
Yeah, because we don't know. We it's risky. We don't know.
This should have been our reaction time because we all had.
Guys, we just reacted to this here right now.
Guys, the first time we heard that video, we apologize.
We apologize, guys. Yeah, so yeah, you gonna wash all the airs if you're in.
Oh lord. Now the
What
first
if
one,
it is about though?
the first one I watched did not
Yeah.
have it. So the second one, I just chose the second one, but the first one didn't have. So I just thought like.
But what's the video about? Because we don't know what happened next.
Yeah.
So like, don't shoot
I
me.
heard her say something about sunshine.
No,
She released some sunshine or something.
No, she was basically saying that the the host was asking her if she's a witch now. And she was saying, yeah, she's a witch. And then he was asking her, like, if she's, like, something with crystals and stuff like that. So she's basically outright saying, you know, she's a witch and she's manifest and all those things. So,
Also, she's a Obioma.
but she was basically being real outright with it now, with her explanation. But the first video I watched was like a commentary, but they play the video and then
I don't know how to
they
cook
go
or
comment
clean,
with
so
experts,
someone's got to
then
do
one
it.
without.
Would you date a man that doesn't know how?
But the comments, the reason I chose it was because the comments were saying they still love her now. Like people still,
Yeah, which
it's
is
like they love her.
Hey,
they love
excuse
her
me?
music. They love.
I don't know how to
who
cook
she
or
is, and
clean.
they love what she does now.
Alright.
But I think like
You can mute this
people,
item.
the real
Computer. We had a commentary headset, yeah.
people real outright with how they would like manifesting and crystals and stuff now, because they're not aware that it's demonic or anything like that. So, like
Ariana
even,
Grande Cohen.
What
yeah,
parents
who's
said?
that?
You don't know who it is.
Who is
Oh,
the
the-
lady?
she's
I didn't know who it
Sorry,
was though. I just see the bottom of the video and I
Diane
saw
said
her
my
name.
tender ears.
Hey, we apologize. No, John, no, I know you might be here.
Yeah.
Don't study that. It happened, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
None of us, that's my intentions.
apologize,
We
yeah,
apologize,
we
you know what I mean? It's not,
Sorry.
you know, but, yeah. Whoa. Yeah. You know what we blaming for that? We blaming the back crew stage, the back, because then I'm
Nah,
monitor the
you can't
video.
blame
They get
her,
the video
man.
late.
I'm just joking,
They
but
get the
yeah.
video late.
But go ahead.
The police
You're supposed to watch that video. They had a long time to sit down and watch that video. But go ahead, yeah.
No,
While the stream was going on, but go ahead. Mhm.
Yeah, but
She is grounded again. Girl, would I know, right?
yeah, but
she was always skinny.
Not that skinny, Neeks.
Oh, okay.
Like she looks sick.
Yeah.
yeah, she's looking white and
She
pale.
took out stuff. She had stuff that she took out.
But outside of her, though, and
She
like
looks
Beyonce say when she go on stage, Sasha face.
I don't know how to cook
That
or
people is
clean,
talking in the entertainment
so
business about
Yeah,
spiritual
but
things
like,
about herself.
she
And
came out right and said, yeah, she's a witch. She does those things. And I think she'll bring up something about Jim Carrey birthday and like just what she was explaining in general. Like she was real open about her interactions with the demonic realm, I guess.
Wow.
But in her saying that, like she's outright saying these things, and people in the comments were saying like they love her music, they still nothing is wrong with her and whatever. They they didn't really care about
Yeah.
her showing her evilness now. So yeah.
Well, that's the sad thing about where the world is at right now. People, a lot of people, especially in the music industry, is outright showing signs. Everything it's playing now. Before they used to do it in subliminal messages, but now everything is like right there in your face, and people still, and that just goes to show the times that we in now.
Yeah, that's true. It's sad.
It is very sad.
Most of them, I saw a video, I saw a YouTuber doing a review on Justin Timberlake. Just came out with a new video, right? He trying his best, I guess, to get
Come
in
back.
to be relevant. Yeah.
all right. Who Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
The
Bieber.
video was so demonic. She just showed clips. She said it was the most demonic video she ever saw, and she says like that wasn't his thing ever before. So it's either he makes some deal, maybe trying to get back into the industry, trying to get popular again. But listen, she showed a little clip of it. It was gross. It was just even describing it.
Because it worked for this
Real
man, right?
demonic, you know, and
Lil Nas, I mean, name is.
I think some of them sell out after a while when they realize, hey, I want to be on top. I'm not getting the success I want.
Of
They sell
course.
out. They sell
And the
out.
trend too, that was saying is like
Yeah.
Lil Nas, whether he demonic or not, right? Whatever you want to say about him and that kind of right. He purposely did certain things to get the negativity. You understand? Because views is views, you know. That is how they view it. They view it as
Yeah.
you're watching them and you're making money. That them don't really care. So they do things and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just out there. But it's important, I guess, you know, for these young people to know who they
For
idolizing.
real.
Yeah,
You
but,
know?
at least, but that's the thing, like they don't really
They don't
you
care.
know
They
study
don't
it
care.
now.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you're singing good and you're looking good, your song's good. Hey, her song's real good and she looking good and
She-
they
she-
She's
idolize
not
good,
looking
though?
good anymore.
No, she's not looking good anymore. But I mean, that's how everybody worship.
But she
Beyonce
just came out
and-
her album now. And like
There's a
everybody
serious
love
question
the
to ask,
album.
right? Because I really young, but What's a popular song that she sing that they say, well,
Wait, you just say, was your first statement?
yeah, young, yeah.
He's like, I really young, eh?
No, that's a sincere question. Where's a popular
really
song that she
young,
sing that you,
Since when 40 is young, though?
yeah?
Oh, shucks.
You didn't know that?
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
a popular song.
Where really, like, I
Next.
don't know that song.
Sing it. No, if she sing it, you'll know it. Let me hear it. Go up to the
Me
mic.
embarrass myself on live.
Sing it.
I really trying to think of a real
Even-
popular one. Like, for Christmas time, I'd have one saying, like, one Santa tell me.
Oh, that's real popular.
Yeah, that one is.
Yeah.
I think,
Tell
but that's
me
not,
If
If you really
care.
something.
but that's somebody else's song, right?
Well,
Something.
hi.
No.
That's her
she's-
song?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't
Yes,
know.
that's
I
her
don't know.
song.
That's her song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She have real popular songs.
Yeah,
Okay.
she
Ariana
does.
Grande.
I really know it.
And she used to act in, but I don't know if you all used to watch, like,
Not
Victorious.
Santa Baby, you know.
Well,
Hurry down the
yeah.
chimney tonight, not that song.
Not Santa
No.
Baby, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you all used to watch, like, Nickelodeon, like,
She was
Victorious
big on
and stuff.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I think that's how all of them start. I realize
yeah.
all of them is like
Yeah.
a sequence, like I don't know what to call it.
Guys,
popular,
it's
alright.
important, especially if you're children and different
For
things. Watch
real.
what they're listening to, watch what they, because it's interesting, like I said, they just normalize demonic things and make it look like the norm, and it just, because in the world today, and like, it's just a reality. Some people like reading your palms,
Yeah.
doing like crystal things
I
that she's talking
actually-
about. Those things people say that's like prayers for themselves in the morning,
Yeah.
and I think it's normal, you
Yep.
know.
I've actually witnessed a conversation where it was two girls, right? And they were talking about like the same thing, crystals and whatever. And they were like, how they went to this spiritual doctor and he basically told her everything about like her childhood, like when anxiety and depression started and the exact scenario with her mom and how it started. And he actually like told her like where the depression, where the anxiety started, the experiences she had, and like he gave her like crystals and she's wearing it around her neck. And then the other person is like, oh my gosh, that sounds great. I actually want to make an appointment. And this is in Trinidad. Like,
Yeah.
and then the girl was like, you go by yourself? Or she's like, no, she went with her dad, and her dad is going for himself and stuff. So people actually like think these things are normal, but we know that it's not.
It's trending. It's actually trending.
Yeah, it's a
now.
trendy
Crystal
thing. Like people love like
trending
the
now.
evil eye stuff, and
Yeah, Christmas time we went to one of those market things they have,
yeah.
and everybody who's selling jewelry have a set
and
of jewelry
I was
with
just about to
eyes.
say,
yeah.
yeah.
And I'm
That's
like,
a trend.
what is this?
It is a trend
With
now.
People
eyes.
know that this is
eye.
evil eye,
Yeah,
the evil eye.
And they're selling jewelry. I mean, there's people
Yeah.
buying that.
Yes, no, it's a trend. It's like a thing.
Yeah, people just want like those nails to buy. Not doing that.
Yeah.
They
So
want,
you
like,
tell them no?
if somebody asks me, I'll say no. I'm not doing that.
Nothing wrong with
ever
that.
asked
That's
for
what
it?
you're
No
doing.
evil eye on your nail.
Anybody ever asked for it though?
No.
The evil eye? Okay.
Guess who's who coming and doing different
Yeah,
people.
exactly. My clients not
Because
doing
the
that.
next thing that make that these things a little normal too is yoga. Yoga have
Yeah,
real
yeah,
evil in it
yeah.
and like spiritual things going. That's an actual normal thing. You
Yep.
see so many people saying, "I'm going to do yoga.
And a lot
I'm
of
going to do
people
this."
believe in
Yeah.
yoga.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of things normalize evil in the world today. You know.
Yeah.
A matter of fact, you realize in the real biblical times, where they call evil good and good evil.
Yeah.
You know, like, God forbid a man or a woman at 30-something years old supposed to say there's a virgin. Something that is good.
For real.
They look at them as evil, you know what I mean? Like,
Make a
something
whole
wrong
movie,
with you.
Movie, a cold comedy or
Yeah.
film.
40-year-old virgin. Yeah? Especially for a man, you get made fun of for the rest of you, you know? Yeah, and that's my point. So it's have a lot of things that's supposed to be holy, pure. They look at
Yeah.
you, like, as a young person, you say they're in party, and they look at you as something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and they want, it's almost like they will want to depress like, in situations. But anyhow, we had the next video up there to throw up. Let me move on. Eva, this one clean?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, but no.
I
Did
don't
you watch
remember
it?
when. Of course,
One's got
Yeah,
it.
we ready. You ready?
Would you date a man that doesn't know how to cook or clean?
No. Make a disclaimer. I don't agree with every single person in this video.
Unmuted, just unmuted.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
right.
just unmuted, yeah.
All right, we know you.
Why?
You need that to survive. If I'm not there to cook, you should be able to cook on your own, and you should be able to keep the house clean.
Yeah. Well, because they can be taught.
No, because I don't want to do all the things by myself. To be like 50-50, you know.
I don't know how to cook or clean, so someone's got to do it.
Would you date a man that doesn't know how to cook or clean?
No.
Why?
You need that to survive. If I'm not there to cook, you should be able to cook on your own, and you should be able to keep the house clean.
Yeah. Well, because they can be taught.
No, because I don't want to do all the things by myself. To be like 50-50, you know.
I don't know how to cook or clean, so someone's got to do it.
Would you date a man that doesn't know how to cook?
The question, yeah.
So yeah, obviously, from what they heard, I mean, they kind of highlighted cooking,
And cleaning.
which is a good one. It's a really good one. Because what inspired this, guys, is I was talking to a very good friend of mine. I can't remember how we got there. How did we get there? I can't remember how we got there.
I don't know.
But the person was like, go and do something. And I think I responded by probably saying that Mark is my husband, for anybody who doesn't know. He actually does the cooking. So the person, which is a guy, a very good friend of mine, responded and said, wait, so you don't cook at all? And I was like, well, not really. No, Mark does. Like, if I say I cook, then I'll be lying. So, you know, Mark does most of the cooking. So my thing here, right, is gender roles. Because the way my good friend reacted to me saying that I don't cook, he is like it's like if I cursing him then, like, you know, this is obscene that I don't cook at all. So my thing is, right, if my husband, because I'm going to use myself here.
Go ahead.
If both my husband and myself, we work full-time, and we have, obviously, responsibilities in our home, we live alone. It's just both of us living in the house.
Congrats.
Thanks. Why is it wrong if I don't cook at all? I would love to hear what Kyle. Let's start with Kyle.
They just started me. I
No,
want next
I
one point of view.
no, I
first on
want to
that.
start what I
She
want
wants
to start
to hear
with
from you first.
I just find it strange that as a woman you never cook. That's all.
I'm not saying that I never cook, but 99% of the times, 99.9.
If that's what the agreement, that's what the agreement. But I just find
But
it.
that's not the way. That's not the way the person made it seem when.
Yeah, because maybe the person was shocked. The person was shocked. Wait, no, you do because remember you say that when the person asks. The person is me, guys. When the
Okay.
person asks, right? Yeah. When the person asks, you was like, I don't cook. I just do other things.
Right, because of the way you said it in the moment, you were like, "So you don't do nothing at all."
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you
just
don't
saying
cook
that
at
one
all.
point the way you make it say it's all like I don't cook at all. Cook. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Because I really don't cook. If I said that I cook, then I'd be lying. I really don't cook.
So in the video, right? You notice a lot of the women say that they should be able to do that because they had to contribute.
That the
And
men should be able to do
so my
that.
question is, so as a man, why the woman shouldn't be able to cook too to help out?
I'm not saying no to that. So
So that's my point. So when it is you say that I don't ever do that, or whatever, they can come across like, well, I'm not doing that.
no, that's not my approach
did
at
say
all.
that, but anyhow, go ahead.
That is no. Kyle twisted my words here now. That is not because the way Kyle made it seem like, but you, it's almost like if you should be the one.
Nah.
Kyle, that
It
is
was
how
a
it came
context we was
across.
talking about.
That's how it came across.
Because
Kyle.
basically we talk about something else, right? When I cook now. Something
I
such. You
can't.
know, I have other responsibilities. I
No,
was like,
because,
what?
No. I remember because I was doing. I think I was like reconciling
Something
a
else, I don't
statement,
know.
and he laughed at that. I was like, but that's important stuff like I dealing with financial stuff like doing like a budget, and he was laughing like, yeah.
You can't laugh like so. I'm here, can't go and cook something.
Basically, his laugh, and I mean by now y'all know Kyle. People who are so much in read talk, y'all know Kyle. Kyle laughed me like, you doing nothing, and the man in the kitchen slaving. Because that's what was going on. Mark was actually cooking at that point in time, and I was reconciling stuff.
Yeah.
And Kyle was like, that's a sin. So my thing...
See? I get real burden for on top of me and it's all here, boy.
It's the truth. It is the truth.
Yeah,
So
okay.
my thing is, if both of us working, and we have this understanding in our marriage that these what you do, these what I do.
If it working, right?
It's working.
Right, so
You
my
can
ask a
ask my
question.
husband,
Is
my
there
husband
anything
right
like
here.
gender rules? That's really the question then. Do you all think it has anything like called gender rules?
I
like
think
where,
people do believe that there is gender rules. You are one of them.
Yeah? Bible says certain things, but go ahead. Woman must be, keeping the house. I never seen a man can cook, but go ahead. I just asking.
Yeah,
You
gender
think that they do
roles.
have some form of gender roles?
Of course, yes. Of course.
Woman have to breastfeed.
I know about
Why?
to use.
She's the only one with breast.
No, these days people just do things pump and
Kyle, what?
we don't and everything is a modern society now.
Well, you pull up
And everything now is a modern
Yeah.
society.
So men could get pregnant then?
No, that's we talking about something different now. We talking about as in, we talking about the rules as in who
Oh, you mean like
feeding the baby,
formula?
who doing certain, because
Oh, you mean like formula, not
Oh, you
men
mean
actually
like-
breastfeeding?
no, it's have people who they actually use a pump and take the breast milk.
Oh, okay,
and then
okay.
they bottle
From the
it.
woman?
Yeah, from the woman.
Oh,
so that was
okay.
saying is she can do
I
that.
understand.
And then the man going basically feeding the child right through.
If we want to go back to the beginning to find
Uh-huh.
out what God planned, how God
That's my real
planned it,
question, right? So
right? Adam and Eve was equal. He
Right.
told them both to go to replenish, to tend to the garden, both. He didn't say Adam. When he was handing down curses after this fall of man, yeah, he handed dishing out. When he was dishing them out, he tell Adam, by the sweat of your brow, or whatever, and he cursed Eve concerning her pregnancy,
Childhood, yeah.
menstrual, whatever, right, all that kind of thing. But in the very beginning, though, before sin, it was both of them. He said both of them had to go and do.
yeah,
it
wait,
wasn't
you don't
like
think
he
within that
didn't-
had a complementary thing though?
I mean,
Like maybe that's functioning because if you get pregnant, different things happen. There's certain aspects of life
course.
where
But so that's the beginning. But then after sin, we know all that mess up, right?
Right.
But it was the woman didn't work though in the Bible days, and women did not work. Women stayed home. Their role was to stay home and raise their children. No doubt about
that's
that.
not true though.
No, work and go out. And
Women
leave
would
the
do
child
different
with
type of
somebody.
work. No, they would do different type
They're
of work.
home.
Yeah,
Right.
we do
But
that still
my
work.
point is they're home. They're home though.
Right.
Nobody minding your child fear.
Like a
The woman.
stay-at-home.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
You're doing different. Like the what you call her? The Proverbs 31 virtuous woman.
She used to work
She was doing a lot of things, but it didn't take her away from her family because she
had some
had
servants too.
responsibility, right? No, she had responsibility. But I think just a woman being weaker physically, sort of, there's certain jobs, if you were to say like that a woman cannot do that a man can do.
That's not true.
Physically.
Feminists would say that's not
Nah,
true.
Physically.
That's not true. Online, let's tell us if you guys personally believe
that's
that there
not true,
is
that
anything like gender
read in
roles.
there.
But any video though, I just
I'd like to know.
didn't-
Online, your opinion on that.
The only
as we
thing
talk
about the
here.
video, I just didn't like how they made it seem like it's a bad thing to cook for your husband. Like if you living with your husband as a woman, you would just have that desire
Of
that
course.
you love them, you want to serve them. But there's like, nah, he had to learn to cook for himself. Well, like it's 50-50.
I was surprised that all the women had that attitude, like,
Yeah, how come they have that?
like cook?
Yeah.
No, he had to know how to cook himself, like,
yeah, I think that's where the wheel is
But then
now.
again,
Yeah,
that's a modern
yeah.
day
That's
woman.
modern day
They,
woman.
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
they're not on that. They like.
So then why
50-50.
why that's a problem though?
Why? What is
what
the
is the
problem?
Like how they say now, like he had to be able to cook on. Why that's a problem?
Is
Because
I just-
from a woman point of view, right? A woman would say, well, it's not expected on me generally, right? That I had to be cooking and doing that. So now why it is a woman can put that responsibility on a man and say, well, no, you gotta cook. Why is that a bad thing? Because that's the point you're trying to talk
I
about
don't know
gender
if
rules.
it's a bad thing. It's
Like
just
how it come across, right?
I
So-
think that they say that because they have to work. Because it's like, okay, men, we know like men supposed to provide and blah blah blah, but no, women we working. So
Right.
if I working and you working, if you're doing the same thing, then you have to cook too. If I cook and you have to cook.
Right.
So I think that's their approach. But generally, I just saying as a woman, if you have your husband there, you would want to do something nice. You would want to cook. You would
Yeah.
want to put in that effort. But they're just making it sound like no, there's a partnership. 50-50, you have to learn how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, then you're on your own.
Yeah,
Like,
dog's dead.
yeah. And I don't know, I just find that was a little weird.
Okay. Interesting. What if online saying they believe in that? I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Let me see. So
But
we
what is
have Talita. Nisa, I'll read the first three and you can continue if there's any more. The reason for shock is because most people expect the woman to cook. However, you have to do what works for your marriage. Crystal Martin, I see nothing wrong. Every marriage is different once it works. J. Lawrence, instead of gender roles, I would say we have our differences, strengths and weaknesses. Joseph Melville, hey, pick up Joseph. Good night, Joseph. Mark never bring a little bowl. Mark never bring a little bowl of food for his friend boy.
Yeah, one wife, eh? Yeah, one wife is cook for. Yeah, you and wife, right? Mark say, yeah, you and wife, brother.
And I guess things has
Mark
changed
did not
because,
say that.
like, I was by my brother the other day, and he's do most of the cooking now. But before, my sister-in-law would do all the cooking. But now, recently, he said he's been doing all the cooking, but he's actually enjoying cooking, so he doesn't have a problem. So it's not to say she's telling him, no, you have to cook. He actually get into this zone where he like to cook, so he just
Mark too.
taking
Mark
it as it goes.
Yeah,
Mark
Mark
likes
enjoys
cooking.
cooking.
He not doing it because they have a pressure in him. Hear this comment though. Jay Lawrence says, makes me think of a comment from a guy I saw online. He said he could cook, but would his wife go outside and cut the lawn? And see about
Don't worry,
things
I was
outside?
getting to I was getting to that place just now where people like to talk about the gender, but you know the other side of things is to have men who have to stick to their gender roles, though.
Yeah,
you know,
would
like
she go
cutting
and
the
mow
grass,
the
paying out
lawn?
the garbage, doing certain things. They have to stick to it, and if they're not doing it, it's a problem.
Yeah, will she fix the car? And yeah.
So where that is fine, where the balance is there, then
Yeah.
it seems like there's much more that men have to take on. Now it's much more expected of men these days. I don't know. I asking.
So what?
To do it, like to function, like, you know, cook this, that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
men
they
cook it
expect it
and
on the
clean it
woman's
now.
side, the chivalry, the this, the every, they want everything, but who's you? You know? So
I think
where does, you know?
I think those things boils down to the marriage and the two persons and what works for
Come into
them.
agreement in your marriage, yeah.
Do you think, all right, let me ask you an honest question, right? Do you think there's some expectations in society that men still live by? Like you always say, provide. So men have a point where they understand, well, when I get into a marriage, I know if I don't have these things, the marriage is not going to work. Do you think women, on the other hand, they don't have that? Like they're not brought up to learn how to do certain things. They don't go educated. There's more the focus now in their life. Asking, do you think there's a shift of certain expectancies of what a woman?
Expectation. I think I agree with that. There are clear expectations for a man.
Yeah,
right?
most men, they know what they have to do. A matter of fact, most men, if they don't have, like I say, can't get a good job, do different, they won't even enter into a good relationship.
Right.
You understand?
Because there's a responsibility to provide, to protect, that kind of thing, right? But for the woman, you make a good point. A man can marry a woman with nothing. No skills, she can't cook, she can't clean, just because she's pretty. And nothing will be expected of her.
Very true.
Unless maybe things get tough later on and he started to realize, wait now, why I really do here? This
She's not doing nothing.
But
I
a
signed
woman
up
can get
for?
married with zero skills, zero money, just a pretty face and body, and she get through. Nothing expected of her.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But that's the world we live in. That's your fault.
That's my fault.
But it's true. But should it be that way? Should as a woman, doesn't a wife have a role?
Yeah.
Because that's the point we're gonna go.
Yeah, a
because
wife has a role, yeah.
I know the Bible says this, right? The older women should teach the young. And there's a natural thing that comes with life experience as a mother, whatever.
Yeah.
Women everybody need a little advice with some men. They have to learn certain things. But like I say, a lot of things for men is just most is expected, you know what I mean? Or just you had to do certain things, you know. But for women, do you think so? How you think do we bypass some of these things? You're reading some of the comments and laughing. We're laughing at.
Jay said, trophy wife. Have you ever heard of a trophy husband? Yes, actually,
Yes.
I know about trophy. Yes, I know about trophy.
It's very rare, but good.
No.
It's very rare.
A real trophy husband, and the man is like 12 years younger than the woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
He finds a wife, finds a good thing,
and she is rich and rich.
He or she?
The woman is the rich.
Well, if I'm married, Oprah get through in life, right?
And the guy is like 12 years younger, and he just basically living off.
He living
he's
his best
trophy,
life.
and he handsome too now.
Wow.
So he's a trophy husband.
Right.
He's pick up the kids though.
He have responsibilities too.
So he's a stay-at-home dad.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If that's what works.
But
for
by
them.
choice though, not so?
By choice, because they can.
They have no reason to.
Yeah,
It's not
she
no reason
making
to.
all the money, so
Especially when it
why
comes to
not?
children, they be real, right? If it is you making a certain money, and why can I put my children in a foster just so I could, you know?
Yeah, not foster.
But I'm sorry, I mean, daycare, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Just so you know, that's the
She
have,
have
you
a
know.
powerful job, plenty money, and he don't have to work because it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So he's gonna pick up the kids, do whatever, and yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. David, do believe that one? You produce any back? You find that one hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
None.
He said you find that one hard to believe.
Hard to believe. Oh, okay.
That's
good.
cool. Yeah.
That's cool, and
Oh, okay.
That's how you want to be.
Man say like that plan, yes?
That's how you want to be, guys.
You want to be good?
have-
Because if you roll switch.
You want to be a
Guys, we
trophy
have
husband?
we have a trophy husband here. Friend.
What's wrong with that then?
If we have any takers on
Because then if I want to be the trophy wife, what's wrong if I want to be the trophy husband? Eh?
yeah.
Yeah?
If that's what he woman wants.
But back to the real topic though. What y'all think? Do you think it have something like gender roles? Because that's like a big debated
Yes.
thing now in feminism
Yes.
right now, like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of course. Yeah.
but women regretting that whole movement.
Exactly.
Because they're like, shucks, this is how work really is.
Somebody was making a point, I think it's Joseph said it, that do y'all think that when a man is tied up with domestic duties constantly, will he have time to function in his leadership roles, providing, etc.? Like, you know, if you had to decide if what you want me to do, make money.
Providing
Yep.
means working.
Yeah, but outside, like, yeah.
Or he
But
talking about other
if the
things.
man and the woman doing the same,
Because I'm now about to say, well, if the woman doing it, then
Yeah.
right,
Right.
then it's working.
Everybody
separately
tied
from
up
doing,
then.
Well,
you know, my
yeah.
children.
Is it, unless he meaning, like, all right, both of us, because your marriage starts somewhere, right? But is it now the man maybe would like to try to figure out how to make more money, do different? You know what I mean? It's require more in life
I
to
understand.
start a side hustle, do something, but yet it could have a conflict because if you're trying to make, if you understand, because
Yeah.
I think every man would like their wife to be
Right.
with the children, you know what I mean? I don't think,
Yeah.
I know most people, not that you wouldn't have a job, you wouldn't have a life, you should be free from that burden.
Yeah.
I think most men would like to have their wife free from a
But
burden
because
of
of
finance and
but
that kind.
because of no, that can't. It's not. It can't happen.
It could happen.
It could happen
but
depending. Everybody's
it
situation
depends,
different.
Yeah.
You know,
guess.
And-
people making money doing all kind of different thing. YouTube, all kind of thing in the
Exactly,
world. It's just we
yeah.
side, you know, we kind of, you know. But it's our people who's work two jobs right now, who do different things, and you know. But yes, to some degree, you know. Also, to it are some jobs like maybe women, like I grew up in the ghetto, and it have some women who the husband working like maybe construction doing, but the woman not necessarily doing her burden, so she might be cleaning somebody home. She might be, if you understand, it's not that kind of
Yeah.
pressure of a 9 to 5 where
Yeah,
you have
but
a
yeah.
boss on you. You know, you have your freedom, you do your thing, and then you go home. It's some
You
women
never
who don't
watch,
really work that type of, you know, but again, are good, they getting some money from it doing one or
Yeah.
two, you know.
It
Yeah.
contributes to the home.
Yeah,
You
they
ever watch
contribute.
Everybody Hates Chris? You know,
Maybe
how-
one or two, but not, yeah, but yeah.
But like in his show, the husband, he had like 2 jobs,
Mhm.
but she
Oh,
was
okay,
she used to
remember
like
them.
just be job hopping, so she would just try and do little things to
Yeah.
To
make-
contribute.
to
the
contribute, but at the end of the day, he working like all day now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
I guess I think that's what Joseph. I don't know if that's what Joseph was trying to imply.
okay.
If he,
You dead? Okay.
I don't know if Joseph was meaning that he should. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here.
Mhm.
I don't know if Joseph meant like if the woman should not have a job because and just be like the wife from Everybody Hates
No,
Chris.
I think he's saying.
I think what Joseph, the point
Yeah, what
Joseph
Joseph
trying
need to clarify
make-
that.
yeah,
Let the
Joseph
people-
clarify that. But I feel he probably more going along the lines of men tend to have well, men might come at me, but men tend to have a more important role in a marriage simply because they are a leader. And I think a lot of people in some marriages, men tend to be the ones who put in certain things in place. So I think what he's saying is men naturally have an extra strain on them because of their role in a marriage, because of their responsibility and their duty in a marriage. So it's almost like, you know, give them an ease up by the woman doing a little more or not sticking to this whole, okay, well, you do this, I do this, to make things equal.
Okay,
I think that's more where he was coming at, if I'm not
So,
mistaken. Joseph,
okay.
you can correct me if I'm wrong.
What is Nikki was asking there?
Yeah, well, that's what
Sure.
you actually want to really comment. You can scroll back
Scroll
up a little
back
bit
up.
there.
My laptop's
Who's
gone.
that there on the screen right now? Just want to see Nikki comment. You know, does the
The
concept of gender roles
Some of
Form
those expectations.
expectation and negative? What do you
That-
think?
Does the concept of gender rules form some of those expectations that can affect marriages negatively? Yes.
Yeah, because
Yes.
some men and women,
Yeah.
but some men have the idea that, well, the woman must cook and must clean.
Big
and
up to my
must-
boy Jared. he would tell you he wants his wife to be able to cook.
Nothing wrong with that.
I know that's my point
No,
right saying, but
nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
but he had to know he had to get married to somebody like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you can't know the woman do cook and
Cook
then
and you marry her.
it's just
and
like
expecting
she and
food
then
every
no,
day.
yeah, and then that, you know.
Right.
But why woman is hate on man for saying those kind of things though?
I don't know. Nothing wrong with that. Just like a man say, I want a woman with a big.
Yeah.
Or
Or like
man could say, I
woman
want
saying
a-
I want a man with money.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know what is going on in the world today, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, I tell you, men have it lonely life. It's
I
like
don't understand
attacking
anything.
every way. Like a man, you know, a woman
Yeah.
free to say, I don't want that man who does this, but a man to critique and say something simple. Guys, this is real talk, right?
He gonna say something.
I gonna say something real all the time, right? So, all you bear with me, Paul. Let's strap some bear with me, right? Let me ask you an honest question, right? Women tend to say things like this. David, or listening, right? Them men in the back away will back me, right? Do you all, oh, you hear this,
Well,
right?
it's a real all the time.
Yeah, all
right?
the
Then
time.
you look after
Do you all
back
think
up.
that, you know, like, all right, some women might say this. I want to see man short. Could say it publicly, right? And like a woman could publicly say, attractive woman, I don't want a man who's short. He unattractive. He making no money. He unattractive. He did again. From the moment a man say this, she fat. Oh! From the moment a man say, I don't want no fat woman.
It's true.
Imagine something that you could actually change, like weight, but the man height, you can't change it. That's why you're willing to just shame a man because he's short.
Right.
But imagine a woman say, nah, I find a woman fatter. She's wearing too much of makeup.
Yeah.
She has thing on her face.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
But why is that? Why is society so messed up where
I don't know.
I think
men, you know?
because I think men, I don't know.
You know, I think we kind of grow to believe you have to protect women emotion. Like it's a new thing to her. You know,
Yeah.
really, it's like a new thing happening, as Ava was saying, where
With your offense.
when she was talking about her attitude, where everything is offense and you know,
Personal.
just and it's like women especially, you can't say anything negative.
Yeah.
Which is so unreal.
Yeah.
Right? And if I say something negative to you, even if it's the truth, but I just pointing it out, it's like a big offense and you
I
know.
actually have a perfect. There's a video, on YouTube Shorts again, where this guy, he's talking to this girl. She have a little size, and she's actually making fun of the guy in the live because he's white and so you know, white people tend to have very small lips.
I know definitely. I know
And
what you're talking about,
she
yeah.
was making fun of him, and she was like, "Oh, you have these little," and she referred
White
to the
lips
people
thing,
from the Grinch, I think, because of the way their lip was like, and he was like, everybody's laughing and whatever until I make a comment about you being fat, and the girl face just changed. She got silent. Nix, you should see that video. She got silent immediately, and I was like, that's so true. I think I actually like the video because it's very rare for me to like something on, like, you know, to give the little thumbs up thing, and I was like, it's so true, and I just like the video because it is true.
It's true.
It is
Very
true. If
It
you're
is
fat,
true.
you're fat.
Yeah. If you're anything. But the point is, fat is one thing, but for me,
No,
time,
but
a
she all
man
the time, I
point
know.
out. Yeah,
She
but-
is.
But,
She was.
I
That's
think
the point.
the reason why I say, I think men are viewed as very toxic and something wrong with you if it is your point. But women are celebrated
They
when
can
they
say
say it.
anything.
They celebrate it. Yeah,
Anything.
Because
yeah,
women say
I don't want
what
no
they have
short
to say.
king. I don't want it. You know,
Yeah.
women
Short
tend to be
king.
celebrated, but men is like what? Who's all
Because-
you could ever say?
but-
and I think social media make these things worse.
True.
Everybody
Yeah.
has an
Of course.
opinion now. And
But
everybody
women
have
used
their-
to do okay, like years ago, like long time. Is it that women used to say those things, or that men used to more make those kind of comments, like they don't want a fat woman, blah blah blah, and women would just
I think long time, if you watch history, I don't know about Bible times, right? But more like, you know, you watch
Yeah.
movies, you realize it was more understood in history that women, smaller, yeah, different things. Actually, women used to dress with, remember you watch them old
Yeah.
movies to put tucking
Put
it
tucking,
in,
yeah,
to
yeah.
different thing to
Yeah.
make you look, because it's
Yeah.
understood that men find certain things attractive, you know?
attractive,
But
yeah.
now it's just like, let me just
so
let
now I
everything
think
loose
women
and, yeah?
probably have like an
Take
offense,
as I am.
and they just they lashing out.
According to Kai, what about the short men? They don't have offense. Short women.
There's
all
a
women
stigma
with-
from
And
you
they
know
say
much
they're
men is
lashing
be
out on
offended
men
by
now
that?
because all those years they used to say, you know, you don't want no fat person making them feel insecure. and
All
they-
these years, women say they don't want a
No, no
short
short man either.
From way
Well, that's
back.
what I was asking her. Like, if years ago people would
Yeah,
ask,
Yeah, they would
Romantic.
say them things.
Yeah.
But remember, I guess the approach, that my point, like social media highlight everything. The approach to
Yeah,
have a
that's
relationship.
facts.
You don't know somebody who living down the road who's short and you can't really comment on. So it's like people who you know who you might end up in a relationship with now, you meet somebody, you're going to store. But now it's like everybody out there could just go online and see somebody and have an opinion.
Yeah.
You short, I good. Yeah? You could have your categories, but men cannot have that. Men are very viewed as shallow for having categories of.
Like if you don't want me for a fat, like, okay, I see.
What happened? She's great to see what she want to say.
No. Like on Instagram too, like women who, like, and anything that off or like, okay, obviously somebody will point out if you're fat or if you're this whatever. Whenever people point it out, it's like highly offensive.
Yeah.
But is the truth
On
like
social media? So you're fat and you put on a teeny bikini.
and
when people make comments, so, okay, when the woman with a nice physique, when women they put up a picture in a bikini, they want the comments, right? People, oh, girl, you're looking good, you're looking great. If you overweight and you put up you're gonna get comments too.
I can just imagine.
And the comments wouldn't be, hey, you're looking fit, you're looking great. Well,
that's some girls is too though. You go, girl.
Yes,
people is motivated.
Okay, so that's the whole thing that's going on with like Lizzo and stuff now.
Yeah.
Where she just basically saying,
been celebrated.
And actually, not just it have a whole movement. I mean, like how it have a movement for everything now. It have a movement for everything. It have a day for everything. It is also foolishness now, but it have a movement for that.
Yeah.
Embracing your fatness.
Yeah.
True.
Why are we just talking about fats?
Because Kyle bring it up.
I just bring up that one idea, like men, because like I said, men are that complicated. You look at certain way they cool with that, you know what I mean? They don't have all these, maths. But, what's that?
Just the way the world is now. Bad.
Yeah, so it's important because I realized today in the world we will have that for our next topic, right? We're coming out to our close now. We'll just go through some of the comments. I realize in the world now only men are narcissists and every man is a narcissist now. But that's a whole different show. We're gonna bring up that.
That comes back to Onika video with the woman. She's saying she stopped believing women who give you a story because men have a side too.
Men, let me tell hey. Men are some amazing people to a point, you know.
Okay, come down from there. Come down from there.
One point is, you will never see hear this what I mean, right? You will never see a video with a man doing them kind of thing. He's a narcissist woman. And men don't think like, men don't even study.
Not the way the world is now.
But it's much more common for the women to do it.
It's much more just label it, man, you know. Be simple, girl, what are we talking about, you know? But it just seems like, anyhow, whatever, yes?
It is what it is.
Like, just go to the comments there, people, let me just see what a couple people,
Guys, well, you have to scroll down.
Yeah, just scroll down for us to see it. It's still up from the last one.
All the way down.
You have to click on the button called new comment. Yeah. Well, it kind of go on now.
I think gender roles can come off.
Go ahead. After this one, this was the last one we saw. Eva, you're right.
Right. Oh, that was me explaining.
Every marriage will be different too. Like one couple, yeah.
And what Nikki was asking me, their big personality.
I don't know if she meaning like what we talking about with big and Nikki. I gotta clarify. I don't remember we was talking about like overweight. What are you talking about?
Possibly. She probably tried to be smart, Nikki. Possibly. Cardias, no lies spoken. J. Lawrence. The culture has been one-sided a long time now in truth. Sadly, even in church sometimes. I remember talking to my brethren and we used to say you would have pastors telling the women about having a list to identify the right men. But we wouldn't hear any teachings on men making a list.
And
Joseph says, I have a partner who don't want no woman less than 220 pounds. Good
That's another thing.
It's how people who anyhow.
Every rat savage.
They change
That's
that topic. Yeah.
I think
don't know if that's last comment.
There was some comments
Yeah,
higher
there was
up
one that we didn't read
because
from,
we just went straight
Jay,
to David, you can scroll up for us. Yeah.
He just mouse click up.
Jason Olai spoken.
Trophy husband.
Go up. There's
We
some
gotta call
comments.
David that
We just
trophy husband
wanna
now, yes?
go through some of the comments. Go up.
Tell our rich girl wanted to mind him.
Go up. I think we read this one. We didn't read this one.
Right, Diane's.
Yeah.
Each couple should balance out things and know things that are their strengths. while my husband does not actually cook from scratch, he takes out things from the freezer just fine.
Amen.
Nice. My husband has cooked when I was recovering from childbirth or surgeries. Actually, that's a good point. There was somebody said something about that just now.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it was. And I was thinking to myself, so what if the woman cannot cook?
Somebody.
Like
My
something
husband
happens
has
to
step
her.
up.
And
when I
what
had
happens in a marriage
Prissy
like that?
and I was a C-section and I couldn't walk good for a couple of days. I get some jerk green fig.
Sorry? He jerked green. Actually, the important thing is he jerked green fig.
Yeah, them now. You're
It
positive.
tastes good.
Try.
It tastes good. It tastes good.
It tastes good.
Because my blood count was low because I had a C-section, so he was trying to give me things with iron, so it was thoughtful. So I got fig.
So not just
and
boil
he
it?
jerk it. No,
Wow.
the green
Big
fig.
up you, Cohen.
Kerwin, are you online? Please
Yeah, he
let
said
them
that- he
know
said that
that
plenty
you
times, he
jerked
jerked
the green fig. Please, Kerwin, Philip is
Jerked
down.
the
Well, I
Big
lied.
up
She
you,
does always say
Cohen.
that. I don't think I hear him say that.
It's okay. He was saying.
I think I heard once, but not like in church, that kind of way.
Shucks.
When it's home talking
Right.
or
He
something.
jerked the green fig. Go ahead, Eva.
Big up. Big
Yeah,
up
but I
you,
think you ain't
Cohen.
finished read it, yeah.
No, yeah, continuing. My husband asked us when I was right. We both tended to watching and raising our children. He has always done all the lawn mowing in our yard, raking leaves in fall, shoveling snow in winter. So I have been totally okay at doing all the cooking. He does help with a lot. Look at that. You see? We're going down, guys.
Diane, where you watching from?
She said.
I think she said Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh, okay, nice. Big up.
Was that Diane or was that somebody else? Is that it from
It's
Chicago?
Diane.
Because, I mean, she's seeing snow, right? So that's not in Trinidad.
Down, I think.
Scroll down, please.
Yes, trophy
Yeah, we
wife.
read
Yeah, we
Nikki
did
and
that
read Jay
one. I think you can go back
Go
up to
back up. I
Jay's
think it's just that one.
comment. Go back up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. I think gender roles can come off positive or negative based on context and how people address it. Like there's a video clip where a woman said she got a promotion and she thought her husband would be happy for her. Instead, his response was, so that means I'm not going to be getting dinner in the evenings. I think the feminists were outraged by that.
Good point. Good question.
We going down. I think Jay.
Because if
has
your
another
house is
comment.
run a
Go back
certain
up,
way
Jay had
and you
another
just making a
comment,
decision,
I
it could
think.
affect the relationship.
No, not that one. We just read that one. I think Jay had a comment. Slower down.
Calm down.
I think that was it, you know.
Every marriage would be different too.
Yeah, you read that one already.
Okay.
So, guys, we had some other things planned, but somebody said good health insurance.
Somebody.
Somebody.
Mrs. Joseph.
Oh, is Nikki said
Is
that?
Nikki
Oh,
say
Mrs.
that?
Joseph.
yeah, okay, I didn't see that. I don't know what she's talking about. That what she
Why
mean?
is she sick of health insurance?
Hmm.
Probably something with.
Kyle, if anything happened to Kyle,
No, if that's what she meant, she would say life insurance.
I know.
Health is
I'm
different.
teasing.
Health is different.
But anyhow, guys, we got some
my
other things
insurance,
planned.
guys.
Next show, you'll be seeing a little more creative stuff on the show. Yeah, I hope you all, enjoyed everything. I don't know if you all have some last comments you all want to leave with anything before we start to
Just
wrap
good
up.
night and thanks for joining us. How many people online? 17 and it's late. So
Yes,
we appreciate you all sticking with us. We
Yeah.
really do. And it was nice. As Kyle said, we're gonna, get better and better each time. Have some more interactions, have some more guests.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have a nice
Yeah,
surprise.
we're supposed to have a
video.
guest tonight, but the person couldn't make it again, too.
Yeah. So and hope to see you all in 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Not this week, the week after, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, Jordan.
I hope you guys enjoyed the first Real Talk of the year. And I found it was fun. I had fun. And yeah, good night, everyone.
This is not, well, I mean, you wasn't really talk before. But, yeah, remember before...
She
Not
came
like
on once,
consistently.
like
I came
a
on
guest,
like once or
like a
twice.
guest.
Yeah, that was it. Like, but I just seen her. I know she wasn't before. You want to leave some parting words?
Yeah, I guess I could piggyback off of everybody else. Guys, thanks so much for being here. It is our first show in a very long time after Kyle shut us down. But we're back. Kyle decided that we could come back, so we're back. And it's
The
really
honeymoon is over.
Yeah, his
He's back.
honeymoon is over. Longest honeymoon of all time, right? But it's really awesome to be back here with all of you. It's awesome to share space here with all of you as well. I had some good laughs tonight, and we really look forward to seeing you all. And we want to encourage you all next time you come on, remember to share it. Get excited. We want you all to get excited because we're excited about being here with you, all right? So we want to get you excited too. for the next show and all the other shows to come. We have some great stuff coming, some great guests, some great content, and we want to encourage you all to make sure and come back here, not the next Saturday, as Kyle said, the following Saturday, to share your Saturday night with us, all right?
Hey,
Kyle.
well, have a good night. Like we all see, all opinions matter to us too. We just here casually talking, and so I encourage you guys, feel free to share your opinion. Even after the show, some of y'all might watch it after, and because some of y'all obviously it had a delay in the beginning, so apologize for that. So if you all have a comment, leave it. We obviously respond, we interact. You all, we seen you all not this. When like what show it is? What you all on the date? Actual date? What the week would be?
I can check it. You can continue.
Yeah, I don't know. We will tell you the exact date. So look out. We have some changes, different things happening. We
11th of May? No.
The 11th of
18th
May.
of
That's
May.
even far. No, that's even no, because this week is May coming here, not so.
It will be
Probably the 11th of
No, yeah, it
Should
is. It is because next week is the 4th of May.
Were
and
you
the
doing
week
something on
after
11th of
is
May?
the 11th.
Yeah.
Alright, so it'll be the week after that, guys, because
So it'll be the 18th.
we have an event that, or if you're all a woman online listening and you want to come,
Yes,
where's the
on
event?
the 11th of May, I'm having something called Tea and Talk. It's a tea party, but with some really wonderful guests. There's a couple, male and female, that does marriage counseling. I'm so happy to have a man, so that we can get a man's perspective. We always have women guests when it comes to counseling and relationships. So I'm happy to have a man. Looking forward to hear his perspective on things and what he notices. So we have a couple. We have a psychiatrist, psychologist, or psychiatrist. Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Probably.
One of them, anyhow.
And we have wonderful tea and beautiful
Is this a woman
food
thing?
items. Yes, it's only for women.
That's important to say. It's a woman's
Sorry,
thing.
it's only for women. It's $150 for the tickets.
Whoa, it's
if
have a
you-
price. Nice.
Hey.
I didn't know it have a price.
If you're interested in tickets, you could you could give me a call, or you can message us on Real Talk.
Yeah, you can message on Real Talk
they
eventually.
calling you?
Coming.
Message us on Real Talk. I changed my mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
Message
message
us
in
on Real
inbox.
Talk,
Yeah.
inbox.
Don't
yeah.
put your number
Send a
out there,
message,
you know?
My number out there.
And I just say,
everywhere.
call,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's actually
Okay.
easier sometimes. It's just because it's a message you would see
Yeah.
and be able to
well,
interact, you know.
Yeah, don't really be on Facebook that much, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, send a message and we'll get tickets to you.
And guys, before you also too, if it is you're watching and you're on Facebook, if you are on YouTube, you can check us out on YouTube and follow us there, because a lot of the content will be coming out on YouTube as well too. So I hope you guys have an awesome night. It'll be from the Real Talk Studios, if you want to call it that. We out. Time to go and eat some dinner. I assume some of us, you know.
Dinner?
John not playing, John more Burger King.
It wasn't me, eh?
Oh, okay. Anyhow, yeah.
It was not me.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.